Hello and welcome to the Friday night edition of the Blitz Pickup. And hey, it's a little bit of a freestyle tonight. It's going to be fun. We're going to get into it. We will be measuring and ranking the Miami Dolphins against our counterparts within our own division, the AFC East. It's going to be very interesting because now we get to really see what these guys really feel about our true potential and our placement within our own division. I know some people believe that we can go out here and win some of these games, and we've had one, individual say, we're going to have a pretty decent, divisional record, but it'll be very interesting to see where he lines up this roster, Tony, specifically against, our opponents, our rivals. So Tone, Lou, I'm ready to get into the show. I'm ready.
I'm what the Tony, what that meant? Oh, first of all, mic check. Am I good?
What?
Mic check. Am I good?
Well, I hear you. I hear you fine, Tone. Vincent,
okay,
you can't hear me.
Okay, good. But my, I'm okay. Good.
Yeah.
Y'all don't usually tell me. I want to make sure my mic is on for this episode here. I don't want nothing seeming. I don't want to seem too far. Nothing like that. So yeah.
Nah. You sound good, and Vincenity, welcome back. Vincenity Tone was asking you a question when he came up. He was like, well, why in your opening monologue, why you mentioned Tone? And Vincenity, if you don't mind, right? Let me answer for you. You didn't hear her when she said one person on this panel believes we're going to win a lot of these. That's you, sir. You think we're winning 9, 10, 11 games. She talking to you.
Oh, okay. I'll just make it get some clarification. That's all. I also said mic check, but thank shout out to you. I see Sean in the building. At least I know if my mic is off, he gonna let me know. So my two people up here trying to sabotage my takes, but it's all good, man. We here. How y'all feeling this Friday night, man?
I'm excited. Family reunion started, this today. It goes the rest of this weekend. Today we honored all of my family members that have served, this nation. So day one always goes to them because it means a lot. So that was, amazing. And now I'm here. And, me, I like grades. I like ranking. I like anything mathematics and numbers. So this is a fun show for me. I'm excited. That's how I feel. Lou?
Well, Vincenity, listen, I'm excited for this show as well. For two things. Anytime I get to do this show with you and Tone, I'm excited. And, I get excited about talking about good football teams. And, we've been talking about the Dolphins for far too long. And, we finally get to talk about some good football tonight.
Hey, man, y'all see him. Okay. I get it now. When the season started, we start rolling. I want to hear nothing. Hey, Florida versus everybody, hit me up, bro. DM me or let me know. Yeah, of course. I'm going to every training camp, all of them. I'm going to the joint practice. I'm going to the wait, we got joint practice with the Giants? No, we don't got one with the Giants.
It's the Commanders.
He must mean the Commanders.
And that's in Washington.
Is that in Washington?
Yeah.
No, we have one here with whoever we play here. We have one here.
Oh, so we do have two. So we have two?
Yeah, we have two. Who the Giants is the other preseason game? It might be.
It must be then, yeah.
Because I know we're not doing the Falcons. We aren't. That's already established. So whoever it is, but yes, I'm going to all the joint practice. I'm going to every game. I'm going to even the members only. You know what I'm saying? I'm plugged in, so we good. Yeah, but I'll be out there. So just hit me up.
You gonna be in the family tent?
Y'all in this family tent.
Hey man, I didn't know nothing about it. And Florida versus everybody, I see you in there. I know you were joking, especially when you said Tone, I guess, be smoking me on the show.
He said all I seen was all love, big dog. I mean, all love, Lou, big dog. That's what I saw.
Yeah. And again, it's all love back. I'm just saying the comment before he said he wants to talk to you about how you be smoking me on the show. He must have been talking about when I wasn't on the show. I mean, hey. Yeah, that's an automatic dub for Tone when I'm not here. But we all know what happens when I'm here.
Well, you know, not necessarily because me and Fitzandy getting some heated debate. So are you saying that what you saying about Fitzandy?
Well, no, she won those debates too. I was just addressing, you know, him saying with me. I'm just saying, no, Fitzandy was doing her thing too.
Okay. You just here so you don't get 5%. Let me guess.
No, I'm just here for the greatest show on YouTube. That's what I'm here for. I'm just here to see, you know, you two go at it, and there should be a lot of interesting debates tonight. A lot of fights. Tone, you ready to? Oh, wait. Before, you know, I'll say that to the end. I'll say that to the end of the show. But you ready to get into it, Tone? You're gonna have to bring me back up because I left and came back.
Okay. Let's go. Boom. Can you at least hear? You at least hear us there?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, there we go. So we're all things moving straight ahead. Okay, so let's, you know, get into it. And for some odd reason, you know, we want to start with the coaching staff. So, you know what, Tony, Mr. Everything go right. They can get to 9. I'm not even going to throw the 11 out there. You said they can get to 9 because
I said 10.
Sorry,
10 and 11. I landed on 10 and 7. That was my at the end. That was my official number. You ain't got to listen. I stand on what I say, man. Listen, I said at the training camp is when I'm probably going, you know, have a different opinion. But right now, I'll landed at 10, man. I don't care what nobody. Let Lou be pessimistic. I'm going to tell y'all the real, man.
Hey, Finsanity, you want to know who Tone's talking? You want to know who he's talking to right now, Finsanity?
Oh, what?
I could show you better than I can tell you. I can show you better than I can tell you.
But is that person a million, or are they saying that guy was a million? Florida versus everybody.
Well,
see,
I don't
you
know.
automatic? Hey, shout out to listen. If you want to join the club, my brother Dolphins fan 4231. Shout out to you, my good brother. You know what I'm saying? Don't let Lou hate on you. Don't let him discourage you.
What are we supposed to do with this right here?
To win a team. That's
what are we supposed to do with this right here? The minions are in the building. What are we supposed to do with this?
It sounds like he might be a minion.
That's what it sounds like to me. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. I bet.
I feel like he's saying like we here,
Mr. Happy Go Lucky. So I guess Pablo Diaz is on the opposite side because you call me Mr. Happy Go Lucky. But listen, okay, listen, let's get into it, right? Coaching. Do anyone have the list? Hold on, I was trying to pull it up. I'm sorry. Y'all want to give from 1 to 2 or who we think? Because I'm just saying, Happy is at least top 2. I'm guessing we in agreement on that.
Top 2. What do you mean top 2?
Top 2 of what? More like bottom 2. What are you talking about?
No, so I'm be realistic.
Okay?
I have to be honest. Let me be honest. The only one that I could even consider saying that he can be possibly better than is Aaron Glenn, because how terrible of a season he had. There's no and you know what? Maybe Joe Brady too, because it's the first time. Joe Brady turned that offense around. He turned the offense around. We got to give him credit. But we have seen, you know, a guy that comes in at Miami as a Miami Dolphin, amazing at the offense, but the entire aspect of being a head coach just didn't get it right. You understand? I'm trying to look it up as we speak. That's why. Okay, here we go. Jim Leonard. I'm not. Do y'all think he's going to keep that defense?
Well, he's had some productive, good seasons as a defensive coordinator, but again, it's virtually an unknown Tone, because to your point, we know what that defense has been over the past couple of years in Buffalo. Who knows if he's coming in there to change the scheme, if the players fit, yada yada yada. So I'm with you in that aspect. But as far as him though, I would say his resume. It again, he's been productive in this league as a defensive coordinator. I'll say that.
Okay, so I'll give. You know what? We can start early. Halfley number 2, man. The only one you putting over him is Mike Vrabel. How we gonna put anyone else over him? Y'all put Aaron Glenn over him? Are you guys putting Aaron Glenn over him? Because we seen how Aaron Glenn look. If Mike Vrabel right here, everyone else is question marks. Let's keep it real. And I'm a Miami Dolphins fan, so Halfley get the nod for me. I don't care how you feel about it. Halfley get the nod for me, so I'm going Halfley at second. We'll see what Joe Brady and Aaron Glenn rounding out the top 4. I'm gonna round it out the bottom. That's how I'm looking at the coaching staff. I do trust. You know what? Who's the offensive coordinator over there in the Jets? Frank Reich.
They brought in Frank Reich this season. Yep.
Frank Reich. He was at the Dolphins, wasn't he?
A long time ago, yes.
As a coach,
as a coordinator, wasn't he?
I don't believe Frank Reich ever coached with Miami. I don't think so.
No. Oh, I'm getting him mixed up with Frank Smith. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm getting him mixed up with Frank Smith. So what was he before he went over there?
He's been in
Indianapolis.
He was in Indianapolis, I believe, as their play caller, maybe even head coach. I think he had a stint with Philadelphia. I think he was with Philly with Carson Wentz, I believe.
Oh, okay. So I'll have to put. If you're going out there, Bobby Slow. I'm sorry, but you got to go third. I trust Josh McDaniels. I trust Frank Reich over Bobby Slow. I don't know who's officially the offensive coordinator over there at Buffalo, but we know Joe Brady is going to be the one calling plays.
Absolutely. Yep.
We know that. So, kind of offensive coordinator, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'll have to, no, let me just be real. He have to go last. Bobby Slow, you got to go last. And the defensive coordinator, as it stands right now, I'm giving our head coach, Jeff Halfley, the second bitten under Mike Vrabel. So overall, I got our coaching staff the second best in the AFC East. That's my take. Our coaching staff got to be the second best.
Well, if we're going to limit the coaching staff, and again, this is fine. I'm not saying we got to go extensive, but if we're just going to go with head coach, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, you know what, Finsanity, I might surprise people here. I think I'm more in line with Tone on this topic than maybe most. Because, listen, I think we all agree here. Mike Vrabel is on number 1 from a head coaching standpoint.
Yes.
But to Tone's point, Aaron Glenn, listen, it was terrible year 1. I don't believe in Aaron Glenn as a head coach. I would automatically put Jeff Halfley just from the unknown, and I just think Halfley is going to be better than Aaron Glenn. So I put him at 3rd already. And then with the aspect of Joe Brady, listen, as an offensive coordinator, cool. We know what Joe Brady stands for, but now he's a head coach. I think Tone made a very good point. We already had one of those here in Miami here recently. Mike McDaniel, I think he was a good offensive coordinator, maybe not so much head coach. So, listen, for the people that want to put Joe Brady second and Halfley third, cool. I ain't going to argue. People that want to, like Tone, put Halfley at second, Joe Brady at third, we're Dolphin fans. I see that point as well. And then, all the other aspects, I'm not going to regurgitate what Tone said because for the most part, I agree. From just that standpoint, if we're head coach, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, I don't have much pushback for anything Tone just said.
Sandy?
For the first and last time tonight, I truly believe I do agree with Tony. We'll get to see, where this shapes out. But right now, like you said, it's a bunch of question marks. The only thing maybe you can lean on is, what we're about to get into. But just because you have a good QB does not mean you're going to be a great coach, because coaching, the decisions, there's so many things that go into that and how you manage the game as the head coach and the team and the roster and all that. So I don't think just saying we should give it to Joe Brady because he has Josh Allen is just like the check mark on the box. No. You still have to go out there, make the right decisions, game management, all these things that, these guys have to get acclimated to, right? What was the one thing, we really used to beat up our old coach about? when he used the challenges, when he used the timeouts, clock management, things like that, how he led the locker room and things like that. So as they are now, getting a chance to show these things, it'll shape out a little bit more during the season, and it'll be very interesting to see how it plays out. But I'm not opposed to putting the Miami Dolphins at number 2 right now because of that.
All right, let's get into the madness then, man. I'm
Yep.
ready to fight. Go ahead.
Tony, do you want to do the offense as a total, or you want to break them down position group by position group?
Man, we go however you want to do it, man. I'm ready for everything.
Because I'm ready for the smoke too. Lou, how would you rank the quarterback room in the AFC East? Let's do the starting quarterbacks.
Well, I'm going to start with the Dolphins quarterback. And when I say start, I'm going to put him last, Malik Willis. He's the worst quarterback in the AFC East. And I want people to understand what I'm saying. If you're talking about how fast he is running a 4.3, yeah, he's probably the most athletic. If you're talking about his strong arm, yeah, he can make every throw, this, that, and the third. And we've only seen that for a game and a half in the NFL of him being productive. Outside of that, it's been god-awful. Now let's go down the remaining list. Josh Allen in this league. I think he was voted the number 1 quarterback this season, right, by the rankings.
Yeah.
MVP winner already in this league. Won multiple playoff games, been to an AFC championship game. I think he's the class of the division. Drake May in his second season was second in MVP voting. Got his team to 14-3 and a Super Bowl appearance. I think he's a clear number 2. And the only reason I would put Geno Smith above Malik Willis, Tone, and Finsanity is because last year he was terrible, but the Raiders were terrible. No offensive line, no coaching, no weapons outside of Brock Bowers, and I think he even missed more than half of the year. But Geno Smith has been more productive in the NFL than our quarterback. So even though I think Malik Willis will ultimately, during the season, end up being better, and I don't think he's going to end up last on this list in our division. Where we stand today, and again, at 8:28 Eastern Standard Time on the Blitz pickup, no, I'm sorry, Malik Willis is the worst quarterback as of today in our division.
Tony?
You know what? Unfortunately, I wasn't going to fight on that part. I thought we were going to say that for last, so I was going to surprise everyone. But if we're going to be honest, only thing I disagree with is I'm not putting based off. Now, this is based off what's going on this season. Are we sure Geno Smith was going to play at the Jets? The man keep getting in trouble. I don't know if y'all paying attention. He got in trouble. Then it seemed like he got out of. They said he wanted to investigate it. Then he got into some more trouble. Right now, as we speak, so we don't know if he's going to be on the field. Now, when it comes to production, okay, cool. We'll give you that. Geno Smith, he was comeback player of the year. He was comeback player of the year, so that's a given. We already Drake May been to a Super Bowl, and Josh Allen is Josh Allen. He's MVP. Right, but I just want to, since it's Freestyle Friday, I was sent something, and it was very interesting. Since let's make this quarterback conversation a little interesting, right, and a little entertaining. Now I was sent something by somebody I really, really respect, about how many draft picks certain quarterbacks are worth. Hey, Luke, Andy, as we speak right now, the tied with the most 7 first-round draft picks, they have Allen and Patrick Mahomes. Drake May is second with 6. He's worth 6 first-round draft picks. So that's 2 out of the 2 quarterbacks out of the AFC East. 2 out of the 4 quarterbacks ranked 1 and 2 that are worth 6+ draft picks. I'm sorry, I don't understand how they get that. I'm sorry, 7 draft picks for Josh Allen. Now, this is where I'm going to start my trouble here. They got Joe Burrow, he's tied for 3rd, but at 4. Now, what's the difference between Joe Burrow and Josh Allen? Him being Josh Allen healthy?
I would say the durability for sure.
The durability. Who accomplished more in the league, Josh Allen or Joe Burrow?
Well, Joe
durability
Burrow,
included.
Joe Burrow's been to 2 AFC championship games and a Super Bowl. Josh Allen's been to 1 AFC championship game and an MVP. Listen, it goes neck and neck for me, Tone. I'm not going to sit here and say anything bad about Joe Burrow, but I think Josh Allen is the better player, though. Like,
but for 7-3, 7-4, he's first round draft pick more.
Well, no, from that standpoint, yeah, Joe Burrow is worth the 3 and Josh Allen's not worth the 7. Yeah, from that standpoint.
That's crazy to me. What about you, Cindy?
I think 7 is too much, regardless, for anybody.
Thank you.
Respectfully.
Yes, I was going to say that too.
You better have everything else in place if you're giving up 7 first-round draft picks.
It's not the NBA. You know what? Like 2 is an astronomical number. Yeah. You're gonna say 7 for Josh Allen. Now, Joe, if you're gonna tell me Patrick Mahomes, we see Patrick Mahomes win with less, right? We see him do this. And I'm talking about Super Bowls, not having an MVP season. I'm talking about winning Super Bowls. Cool. You could throw 7 is too much for him as well, but that's the only person you could justify doing that for, because you'd be like, hey man, listen, I just need to build a comfortable team around him, and he's good. But at the end, because look what they're doing. All they players that pans out, hey, they trading them away. Give me some draft pick, trading them away. I got Patrick Mahomes. I'll build it through the draft. Cool. That's understandable. But don't tell me Josh Allen. I was looking at y'all know me. I'm a Joe Burrow fan. He's my second favorite quarterback outside of Matthew Stafford. Well, they 1A, 1B. I mean, Joe Burrow only has 2 playoff appearances. Cool. But he's 5-2 in those playoff appearances. Josh Allen is 8-7, I think, in the playoffs. 8-7, and he has what, like 7 or 6 or 7 playoff appearances, something like that. I'm just trying to say, all I'm saying is, for all the things that Josh Allen do for you in the regular season and the first round or 2 in the playoffs, he's still it's about team. Joe Burrow has got his team further than Josh Allen has. He has. And only 2 seasons. Now you're going to tell me about health. Okay, cool. He's healthy. But you're going to tell me Josh Allen is worth 7 first-round picks?
Not the way he played in the postseason last year. He's not.
That's on ESPN.
No, not against Denver. But who made that list? Who came out with that?
It was predicted by ESPN. Now, it came from DraftKings and it tagged ESPN. I would love to know the person who actually did that.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That makes no sense. And the only reason I went that way, because, listen, and when it comes to quarterback, we're going to argue about every other position. Well, maybe one less. But quarterbacks, I will be a fool and come up here and give y'all false information and saying that our unproven quarterback have even a shot to be ranked above MVP caliber in Josh Allen. 1-on-1s always go, neck and neck. Despite how bad he is in the regular season when it comes to turnovers, he's completely the opposite when it comes in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. So Josh Allen is not a turnover machine in the playoffs, right? Outside of last year was the only time he had multiple turnovers in a complete playoffs. That sink in. And then we got Drake May. He just came from a Super Bowl. I don't care how. 2 seasons. First season, he was looking at a promising rookie. And then year 2, they go to a Super Bowl. We're not talking about putting him in there. The only one that you can have a debate with, an argument, would be Geno Smith.
Right.
And that the only argument you have is he's getting in trouble now. Geno Smith is the comeback player of the year. Mm-hmm. Led the league in completion percentage in a season. Mm-hmm. And always in the top of the league at that. Now, is he a franchise guy that can win? No, but he's at a game manager at bare minimum. He's a game manager. And we don't know what Malik Willis, what he is right now. We just don't. We're going only off a small sample size so we can move on past this quarterback and let's get into the real fighting with the rest of the offense. And I can't wait till we get the offensive line. But yeah, this one, I think we just got to put Malik at the bottom, and you can rank. It got to be Josh Allen, Drake May, Geno, and then Malik with it. It has to be that way. Unfortunately, we got to be honest over here.
Man, what the hell is going on? I agreed with Tony his first statement and then the first topic, and now he's agreeing with mine.
Well, here we go. We what's the next one we got?
Wide receivers.
Uh-oh.
Luke.
Boy.
Uh-oh. Go ahead,
man. Listen, I'm not going to be long on here. You know what I'm saying? These topics are not that hard. The Patriots got AJ Brown. I don't care who else they got on their roster. They're better with AJ Brown. AJ Brown is better than our 7 receivers on our roster combined. Buffalo traded for DJ Moore this season. They brought him in. DJ Moore is better than anything on Miami's roster. They still got what's the kid's name?
For who? Who you talking about?
Shakir.
Buffalo.
Shakir.
Shakir.
Yeah,
they
got
him.
Shakir.
Again, reliable underneath threat, can make some plays. Even New England, I think they still have Booty or whatever that kid's name was. And then this
we got AJ Brown too, though. So yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, AJ Brown again, that already puts them over Miami. I would even say DJ Moore in Buffalo, Tone and Insanity, put them over Miami. Now we go to the Jets, everybody's favorite team. Oh, it's just the Jets. They're the bottom feeders. All right, cute story. Garrett Wilson. They brought in Omar Cooper Jr. Y'all remember him?
Yeah, from Indiana.
We all liked Omar Cooper Jr., right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll give it to him. Yeah, as a rookie.
Yeah. We liked him, but we got Caleb Douglas. But I'm gonna leave that alone.
All right.
Yeah. Insanity. I told you I'm not gonna be long here. The Dolphins have the worst receiving core, not only in the AFC, probably in the league. This ain't an AFC East problem. This is an NFL problem, is what we have on our hands. So yeah, if I was ranking them though, Patriots, Bills, Jets, Dolphins. That's how I would have them. But yes, because I said I'm not going to be long. The Dolphins are from that unit, wide receivers. No, they're the worst in the division, and it's not even close.
Well, I mean, I hate to say this. The Patriots, I'll give you that. I'll give you the Patriots. That's hands down. They're out of there. When you come to the Bills, when we talk about the Buffalo Bills, I'll give you DJ Moore. Okay, that's cool. But we got to be realistic, because when we talk about why. Hold on, my bad. Something real quick. But there you go. I had to put up their roster real quick. Because they do got DJ Moore, and I give them that. But what about the production they've been giving us? Because AJ Brown, that's a given. Romeo Dobbs, what he had, like 500-600 yards last year.
I forgot they brought in Romeo Dobbs.
That's the Patriots. That's why I say they're given.
Right.
But that Buffalo, no, I'm not giving you Buffalo.
You got Miami right now over Buffalo?
I'm just saying it's a question to be had, or it's an argument to be had, because they got what can you give me what DJ Moore gave you last year? What was his stats? He ain't cracked 1,000. Matter of fact, I don't think he cracked 800 yards. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think he did neither. But I will, in the defense of DJ Moore, and maybe not so much last season because he was in Chicago and they had a great offense. But outside of that, when he was in Carolina in his first couple of years in Chicago, bro, they have nothing thrown to him from a quarterback standpoint.
Oh, this what we doing? This what we doing?
Is that not the truth though?
Wow. So this what we doing?
I'm just asking, is that not the truth? That's all I'm doing. Not insanity. Is that not the truth?
Wow.
Technically.
I thought we were over here on the Blitz Pickup. I thought now it's a show of context and telling the truth. And now Tone don't want to tell the truth.
But the truth is, you made it seem like the Dolphins is hands down, without question, the worst unit. And I'm like, okay, I would have gave you even a better shot of saying the Jets. Because Garrett Wilson, no matter whatever quarterback he has, right, he still puts on. You get what I'm saying? That's one of the persons that you can say, well, he's consistent. But at the end of the day, we got to be honest. We have to be honest. These wide receivers haven't had the best season last year. So what are we going off? We going off their history, or we going off what they had last year? Because last year, even if you go, because I think did Garrett Wilson get injured last year? I think that last year was the year
Garrett Wilson. He was injured last year. Yeah.
So he's coming off injuries. So as a collective, all I'm saying is as a collective, the only one I'm putting over them, hands down, without an argument, I'm putting the Patriots over them. I'm not putting the Buffalo Bills over them without an argument with DJ Moore, what they got, Josh Palmer and Khalil Shakir. I'm not. I'm sorry. Them
over the Dolphins,
they sound just like the Jalen Tolberts, Tutu Atwells of the world. That's what they sound like. And give me a healthy Chris Johnson and Malik Washington. Chris Bell, sorry. Chris Bell and Malik Washington. I'm just saying, they coming up and we don't know at the end of the day. The Jets, if Garrett Wilson comes back healthy, I wouldn't have a question because I think his skill set is like, he can carry that wide receiver group to where there's no one on our wide receiver group that has proven anything near what Garrett Wilson has been in his career. But because he's coming off injury, I'm just saying I'm not too sure. I'm putting this how I'm ranking them. I'm ranking the Patriots number 1, and everyone else is to be determined.
You know what?
Everyone else is tied for second. Everyone else
what?
Is tied for
That's
second.
crazy.
That's what?
That's crazy.
So you got Buffalo undeniably, right? The second one, the second rank wide receiver core. How? You going based off? Because I thought we go based off what have you done for me lately? Because by that logic, that means when we had Jalen Ramsey and all that, we should have had our secondary room the best. You get what I'm saying? At least among the top. But no, it's about the production you've been giving me lately. And no.
So based off of the production, rank them.
Based off the production.
Are you saying based off of the production, they're all even?
Based off the production, you know what? I'll put it like this. I'll do Patriots, Jets, Dolphins, Bills. I'm giving the Bills. I'm sorry. Josh Allen, the only reason that them wide receivers probably gonna look good.
Yeah, but that's probably part of the evaluation.
Okay, well, and I think what we have, we can make our receivers look just as good as they can.
What do we have?
I just told you what we got. We got Tutu Atwell, we got Jalen Tolbert, and we got when Chris Bell come in. I'm not saying Caleb Douglas. Matter of fact, hold on. I'm gonna throw Caleb Douglas in there too, because you've been hating on Caleb.
Throw him in what? Where are you throwing him at?
The fourth, give me whatever the production is. Now, we can't come back, right? And we could come look at this, our receiving corps, every team as a collective, and see who has the best season collectively. The wide receiving corps. I'm willing to look at that. Because if I just go based off last year's numbers, right? Just do the numbers for the Jets, the Dolphins, and no, we can't. Well, yeah, because and Buffalo, go look how them numbers is eerily similar and close. Because those guys, Garrett Wilson, like I said, got injured. He only gave you 300 and some yards or 4. What? I don't have it up there. He only gave like 400 yards last year. If I'm not mistaken, Malik Washington gave you like 300, right?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, based on what they gave you last year, it's the argument we have there. So now I'm not putting the Dolphins at last. I'll say again, Patriots, Jets, Dolphins, Bills. Bills last in my book. I'm sorry.
Hey, Tone Finsanity, I got a question for y'all. And this is not even about a topic. It's about one of our chat members right now. Shout out to David Ferguson, man. I just want to know, how long do y'all think David Ferguson has been playing cops and detectives?
What you mean cops and detectives? I don't know what.
Again, I can show you better than I can tell you. in theory, yes, our receiving core can totally healthy and Malik in the groove. We definitely have a shot at 2.
Shout out, David. Shout out.
The only people I know that work with theories and cops and detectives. That's all I know.
Go. All right, here we go.
We doing in theory now, Tony?
Hey, yeah. Shout out to Sandy. How you rank them then?
Shout out to my guy David Ferguson, man.
You got the Dolphins at last as well. I want to get this on wax. I already got Loop. Got them dead last.
I will say, for what it's worth, when I think about the totality, like, DJ Moore and Shakir versus Tutu and Jalen.
Yeah.
If we're going off of that, because the rest of rookies, like, we don't know, right? For the most part. So we got to see what they do once they're in the NFL, right?
It should be
my head would say I would lean more towards, like, if I could have a set, if I could have DJ Moore and Shakir, or if I could have Tutu and Jalen, I would want DJ Moore and Shakir over Tutu and what's the name.
So you putting the Dolphins last? Then you putting Buffalo third and Dolphins. Are you keeping in the order? Do you have it? Patriots? What's your order?
Patriots. Because it is that point of what Josh Allen can do with those guys. But if we're just talking about the wide receiver, like, they all have the same. Let's just say in theory they all had the same quarterback, right? Yeah. And let's rank them that way, right?
No, we ain't doing that. We doing what they got now.
Well, what they got now.
That's what Lou did to me. So yeah.
Give me Patriots. Give me the Bills. Give me the Jets, and then give me the Dolphins.
Thank you.
Now, if I would, there's no way, absolutely no way. The Dolphins are last on this in any scenario. If with everyone having the same the same quarterback or whatever y'all go.
You said don't do it like that. You said do
it. But even now,
the quarterback.
I'm not trusting. Who you trusting throwing that football over there in New York Jets? You and Lou. Who y'all trusting? Do y'all know the backup quarterbacks over there?
Let me see. Cade
Klubnik, Brady Cook, and Bailey Zappi.
Yeah, I take.
I'm taking Malik Willis over every last one of them. With his.
So now you just
ability. That's what I'm saying.
No, that's the Jets backup quarterback.
Because the first hold up, wait. You initially,
Remember, when Lou went, I was like, well, if you going based off that, like if Geno Smith and if Garrett Wilson come back healthy, I'll give him the edge. I will edge them out there, right? But if I'm going to be realistically seeing, I'm telling you right now, if I factor in, because Lou said factor in, the quarterback play. No, I don't think Buffalo receivers are going to do more than our quarterbacks, and it might be a push. And the only reason I'm pushing it with the Jets is because Garrett Wilson is like that. I don't care who's throwing him the ball, he's like that. He just got injured, right? But I'll lean more towards if what's his name, Geno Smith cannot play, and then I'll like our receivers to have a better receiving year than theirs too. I'm not trusting none of them. I'm not trusting none of them to throw them the rock.
Right, but we don't know if Geno's not going to be able to play. We have to do it with the notion that Geno's playing right now until they say Geno's not playing.
Yeah, well, you're right. But he might get suspended though.
And he could, but how many games?
At least 4. At least 4, probably.
It'll be interesting. Shout out to them
we'll see. I don't know. Listen, y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's pinned. The pinned comment. All you gotta do is click on it. They're gonna take you right there to subscribe, and you come right on back. It's easy. So it make it easy lifting. I'm sorry. I'm willing to make a bet right now, and I'm willing to make a guarantee the Dolphins wide receiver core don't finish last in the AFC East. They're not.
I gotta see training camp. I gotta see training camp.
He gotta see training camp. All right. You know what? That's fair. Let's wait to training camp to see. But the Dolphins wide receiver aren't going to be the last unit in the AFC East. That's what I see.
Last unit. What does last unit mean?
Which means gave you the least production.
By the numbers. Yeah, by the numbers.
Gave you the least production. As a collective.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about as the number. Hey, Finsanity, you know what I like about Tone though? Tone's slick, man. Tone is real slick, but I see, like when we were backstage and he was like, "Oh, you caught that?" See, I know my brother. Do you hear what he just tried to do to me and you, Insanity?
Yeah.
He said, "Well, the backup court. Do y'all know who the backup quarterbacks is in the Jets? Do you trust it? Do you know that our starting quarterback is a backup quarterback?"
Hold on. Well, you know what?
Our starter is a backup.
All right. Well, what that mean though?
The same thing it meant when you were trying to say about the backup quarterbacks in the Jets. The same thing.
But in his backup role, I trust what I saw from him than the rest of the backups I called that I named. That's all I'm saying.
I told you, Fincini, he good at this. The boy is good.
The boy is good.
The boy is good.
Stop me when
man.
I told a lie. That's all I'm saying. Stop me when I told a lie. Listen, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. I'm sorry. I'm over here fighting for the Dolphins' life. They're not going to get me off my square. I'm sorry. Yeah, no. When Malik Willis and this receiving core, how are we adding tight ends? You know, I didn't even mention tight ends. Are we adding tight ends into the receiving core?
I said wide
receiver. I'll be willing to add tight ends.
No, because I don't think we should separate the tight ends. No, I don't think we should separate it when it comes to offense. I think we should put out that should go for because it's receiving yardage, right?
Yes,
am I right?
Yes, I agree. I think we should add tight ends. What I will not allow is us adding fullbacks. We're not adding fullbacks.
So that's who you talking. I know you're not talking about Kazmarek.
If you want to add Tone, what I'm saying is
you're not talking about.
If you want to add tight ends, cool, but you're gonna leave Will Kazmarek off that list. I promise you that.
That's a lot. Greg Doses and Kazmarek is going to be. Oh, they got Hopple. You know what? I think Greg Doses and Kazmarek is going to be the leading tight end duo in receiver yards in the AFC East. Yeah.
Now you know the Jets. They drafted Mason Taylor, right? Near and dear to our hearts. So
didn't they draft the dude out of who got the one from
and Kenyon Sadiq this year?
Kenyon Sadiq. Oh yeah. That's why I paused for a second, but I was like, you know what? Let me take into consideration that quarterback play over there. I don't know. Yeah.
And Buffalo with Kincaid and Dawson
Kincaid. He got to stay healthy and Knox. Listen, there's only one football to go around. There's only one football to go around. So hey. I DJ Moore, number one receiver, could potential to be a diva. You get what I'm saying? The last time Josh Allen had a number one receiver, he utilized him a lot. So we'll see.
Yeah, but it's hard for me to say that DJ Moore is going to be a diva receiver with Josh Allen. That's probably going to give him his most production he's ever had.
DJ Moore had some seasons in Chicago now.
Well, he did, but what I'm saying is, even when he didn't, he wasn't like a diva receiver. I don't remember DJ Moore like crying after games and doing that. So I don't think I won't put that on him. Diva.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I know what you were doing. You hating right now.
I was. Hey, yeah, it is what it is. I hate anything that got to do with our rivalries. That's a fact. You get what I'm saying? Hey, listen, make sure y'all subscribe and hit that like button. Click that link on in the comment and hit that subscribe button. Help us get to 1,000. So we adding tight ends in just so I'm.
Yep.
So we all clear.
My bad.
So we all clear. We're adding tight ends into that receiving.
But we're not adding running backs, correct?
No fullbacks.
No. See, he talking about football. I know you talk about like the 8-10. No, I'm not counting that against the no. It's wide receivers and tight end.
Okay. Well, speaking of running backs, let's get into the running backs. Tone, how would you rank the running? I feel like this is your time to shine as a Dolphin lover and truther. How would you rank the running backs?
The only question we got here is James Cook. Now, any other running back that y'all want to talk about, Breece Hall, miss me with that. You know what I'm saying? The only thing, James Cook, and this is the reason I'm gonna be honest. I'm not even going to go overboard and act like it's just hands down. The only reason I am is going to be a little bit of homer and a little bit of reality, because A-Chain give you the full package. See, we're not adding in his receiving when it comes to the receivers and their production, but we are going to add in the receiver as him as being a full running back, a weapon. Now, with his combined receiving and rushing, I think he hands down, he's the best, right? And then collectively, I think our running back room is going to be more productive than running back room, and hands down, I'm willing to bet any type of anything on that. Our running back as a collective is going to have more production than every running back room outside of that. I don't care. You could go get your who was it? James Cook. Who's the backup? It was Ty Johnson. I'm trying to let me get back over there. I got you. James Cook, Ray Davis, and Ty Johnson.
It's going to be the most productive. You're willing to bet anything on that?
Yeah, our running back gonna be the most. Our running back room, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. See, I had to go up there. You see, y'all was it yesterday? I had to go up there and let them know when they automatic just tried to throw the Cardinals running game in there because he was talking about James Conner and he was talking about whoever the other dude was in there. Names Tyler Algier. And I said, oh, y'all do understand that Achane himself, by himself, outrushed all of them running backs on that roster.
Absolutely.
Himself.
Yep.
Right? Now, it's a little different because James Cook led the league last year in rushing.
And I believe James Cook overall had more touchdowns than Achane as well, right?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no, they was tied. And no. You're right. Because he had two more than him because he had two more touchdowns than Devon Achane. So, yeah, but I'm taking our room. Yeah, you know why I'm taking our room? Because to change the philosophy. See, it's gonna be run first this time, right? And I don't think they're just gonna stop with Achane, especially still use the Achane as a weapon. I believe it's going to be more attempts from our backups because we're going to put an emphasis on running the football and helping out our first time starting quarterback. Yeah, I think our running room. I'm just telling you, this is 100% honesty. I think our running room is going to be the most productive in the AFC East for sure.
Well, listen, the Jets have Breece Hall. Breece Hall got his first 1,000-yard season last year. I think he got close another year with like 900 and something yards.
Yeah,
but he had 1,000 last year. Braylon Allen is their backup. Obviously, rookie season, I don't think he really got on the field. And last year he got hurt, I believe, in the game against us and didn't see the field again. So that's his backup. I would put the Dolphins running back room as a collective over the Jets. Buffalo, listen, there's a comparison. I think Achane is a better player than James Cook, but again, it's close because I think they both are, again, we know what they can do from the running and receiving aspect. So I give the nod to Achane, but I do think there's a conversation for James Cook. And then listen, Buffalo's backup. Again, I would even give them,
and I forgot the other dude, Ray Davis.
I would probably tone to your point about the Dolphins running the ball a little bit more this season. The emphasis is about running. I would even say I'll give you Dolphins over Bills. I think we're sleeping on because I didn't hear you mention nothing about New England. They drafted Travion Henderson out of Ohio State. He had a great rookie season last year.
Stevenson.
They got Ramondre Stevenson over there.
No.
Well, again, bro, listen, we can say what we want, but Ramondre Stevenson, he has been a thorn in the Miami Dolphins past, right?
Is it versus the Miami Dolphins or is it in the regular season?
But again, when you were talking about the receiving core, right, and you were talking about just the production across, again, Ramondre Stevenson, bro, he's been more productive than anything Ollie Gordon and Jalen Wright have given you. And if you want to say Travion Henderson, again, as a rookie was productive, I'm just saying, even if you wanted to put the dog, I'm just saying there's a conversation for New England because I think as a 1-2 punch with Travion and Ramondre, I think, again, however you want to slice it, Tone and Insanity, if you want to put Travion as the starter, I like Ramondre over anything outside of Achane in our backfield. If you want to put
Travion Henderson is going to be go ahead, my bad.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. If he's the starter, and let's say Ramondre is the backup, Ramondre is better than Jalen Wright and Ollie Gordon. He just is all I'm saying. If you want to put Ramondre as the starter, Travion Henderson now slips in, and he's better than Ollie Gordon and Jalen Wright as well. Is all I'm saying. So there's a conversation for for New England as well.
Yeah. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I think, I can't. I gotta be honest. I'll give you that.
I think Devon Achane is the best running back in the division. Let's just call a spade a spade. But
shout out to Sean for pointing that out. He had phone problems. That's why they stopped trusting him.
Mm-hmm. But there are some good running backs in the AFC East outside of Achane. I'm not going to pretend like it's Achane.
No, James Cook,
like,
Trayvon Henry.
The reason,
now you know what I'll do. I left them over because it's a legit argument to be had there. I'm here to argue for the Dolphins, but there is a legit argument to be had with Trayvon Henderson and Ramondre Stevenson. But if I'm not mistaken, I think they combined for like 1,500 total yards at the rushing, and Achane had 1,300 by himself. So all we just need is Ollie Gordon and Jana Wright to just do your part. That's all I'm saying, with the emphasis on the running. You know, so I look at it from that standpoint.
Finsanity, what you got?
Yeah, when he said that he would put our running back room up against any, and he'd be willing to bet on that. The first thing that I said to myself was, did we forget about what that Patriots rush offense was able to do, respectfully? And then when you say Jalen and Ollie, you're doing a 3 versus 2 now. So we would have to pick one, respectfully.
No, we don't. No. You don't pick one.
So three versus 2?
No, Fitzandy, the whole room. You got to do the whole room. You could use all of that room too. You could use all of the Patriots. It's not my fault they only use 2 of their running backs.
Right.
That's not my fault. This is running game. This is not players per player. This is the
I do agree with that. I do agree with what Tony's saying.
You don't go like that. Heck no. Production is production. Not what?
Okay, well then respectfully, like if you 3 versus 2, then like you're really handicapping it.
No, I'm not.
Okay, depending on how many snaps they get, respectfully, right? Hey, it's the truth.
It's not our fault that that third screens don't get reps.
That means that their 1 and 2 was good enough.
Okay, but that's you still get production.
We're really digging in the deep pocket. Like, it's very rare. It's very rare.
We're talking about running back room.
No. Listen, I get what you're saying.
So how you trying to? So how you going to limit it to only 2?
I'm not arguing. All I'm just saying is it's 3v2. It's 3v2. That's all I'm saying.
It's room versus room. It's not 3 versus. It's room versus room.
Tony, you're making it bigger. All I'm saying is that we're having 3 guys versus 2.
So they don't have 3 running backs on it.
Is that not true? Hold up.
No, it's not true. No, it's not. I'm sorry to take. It's not.
How is it not true?
Because the Patriots has more than 2 running backs on their roster. They do. Now, them not using them as much.
Let's be real about legitimate snaps, though.
Okay. The Patriots, who's their 3rd running back?
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. I'm going to guess.
Okay, here we go. Their 3rd running back, Terrell Jennings, got 20. He had 23 carries last year. And our 3rd,
wow.
Huh?
So what you're saying is
they're using them as
you would utilize all of that.
Yes, that's the part of the room on Finsanity.
Yes, the running back room.
Like,
yeah,
come on,
I agree with Tone here.
You're not being fair enough. It's like you're trying to feel sorry for people because they're not either good enough.
I'm not saying I'm feeling sorry. I never said that. I never said that.
So why are we trying to narrow it down to only 2 people?
You're putting things in, huh?
So why are we trying to narrow it down to 2 people?
All I when you first said it, right? You said it would be Ramondre Stevenson. Maybe with rewind this back. You said they have Ramondre Stevenson and Trayvon Henderson.
No,
right?
I didn't say that. Lou brought them up. I ain't bringing them up at all.
Right. But when we were talking about this, we were talking about Ramondre and we were talking about Trayvon. We did not mention no other running backs.
Lou used.
Listen, Tone, I'm not saying it's Lou or you. I'm just saying what was said, okay? I don't care who said it.
Well, I said running back room. I didn't.
Okay. I'm saying, so you're saying running back room, no matter what.
Yeah, I said the Miami Dolphins running back room is going to be the more production. I didn't say no names. I never said not one name. I said when Lou brought up those 2 names, I brought up one name. Remember, I brought up 1 versus 2 when Lou brought up them names. I brought up only Achane when he said Ramondre Stevenson and Trayvon
Henderson. And let's be honest, Ty is mainly used in the pass game, but we won't get into that.
That's the running back room, though.
So are we counting receiving? No, we said we're counting rushing yards.
No, we didn't. We said production. No.
That out. We never.
No. Hold on. No, I think you misunderstood.
Listen, I'm the type of person when someone says they're willing to bet everything, I want every single clause.
So why you trying to take? So then why you trying to take people out?
All I said is it 3v2. You said it's the running back.
No, hold on.
So we're clearing that up.
I think you going for what Lou said instead of what I said. Cause hold on, so you can understand. Lou brought up names. I didn't bring up names. I said verbatim, the Miami Dolphins running back room, no names.
Tone, and I'm getting that. That's what I'm saying. I want, before we make this bet, because you're about to make a bet, I'm
not making a bet.
So now it's no longer you're willing to bet anything.
You already come with excuses already. I'm like, what?
I'm not coming with excuses. I'm coming with clarity. And that's the thing you're not understanding. You're looking at it as an excuse. And I'm saying no. Before we make this bet, I said, is it 3v2? I said, it sounds like a 3v2 situation.
And I said no.
Right. You're saying in the totality of like,
I said that from the get-go.
Even if it's week 17 and someone has locked up and they're playing their backups, we are going to use those backup stats.
Of course, it's the room, yes.
Listen, Tone, you're saying of course, and I'm just saying sometimes you need to get that thing cleared out.
Wait, no, hold on.
Don't attack me.
You misstacked it.
No. Do not attack me because I'm looking for clarity. You think I'm trying to attack you, and that's not what this is.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Is running back room not clear enough?
No, because
the only reason I got confused because you said 3 verse 2, and I'm like, how?
because y'all were, no offense, when y'all were having the debate, respectfully, not the debate, the conversation, right? Those were the names that were brought up by Lou. So for me to get clarity, right, when we go back and we look at it, right, that's all I was asking about. I said, is this a 3v2? That's why I asked it. I'm not attacking it. I'm asking for clarity because I'm willing to take this bet. Hence why when you said that, I went right to my phone and then Lou started talking about the Patriots, and that's the team I was going to talk about, respectfully. I mean, we have the other teams, but you said that, let me get the parameters of this bet clear. You're willing to bet anything that the Miami Dolphins won't finish last, or that they will have the best running back room.
The most productive running back room. Yeah.
The most productive running back room.
That's what I said.
And you're saying that because you believe in the scheme of run first.
I'm saying that, that's not the only reason. I just said the reason I'm so confident is because we're going to a run first base defense. So a base offense. So I believe our backups are going to get even more because both of them I was trying to look it up before you just thought. I think both of them had 70 carries a piece, and I'm projecting that to go up. Then that's from backup. We got 140 carries out of our 2 backup last year, and if you go into more of a run heavy offense, I'm projecting that those carries are going to go up. The utilization is going to go up. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I said room. I think the argument got you confused because when Lou brought up, because if you look at even my rebuttal was
confused means to not understand or have a what's name. I was looking for clarity. I wasn't confused.
My rebuttal for what Lou said wasn't a 2-for-2 rebuttal. I rebutted his 2 running backs with just 1, which was Achane. Remember, I ain't even, so I'm like, well, you can have them 2 because just with Achane production alone, right? They had 1,500 something plus. Achane had 1,300+ yards on rushing alone. Then you add in
and then you said
I think him and their offensive
and Jalen handle their part, then they can outrush them. That was your statement.
I said all we need is for them to handle their part, and we good.
Right. If they handle their part, right? Like I remember you saying that part, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that is why when you made it about, no offense, sorry, those 2 versus A10 plus our other parts, if they handle their part against those 2, right?
No, you just took that wrong.
No, that's how it was stated.
No, my initial statement.
Hold up, time out.
Was Achane only.
Your initial thing was running back room, right? I will give you that.
The whole time was running back room.
When you concluded, Tone, you said those 2 combined had 15. Respectfully, no one else was mentioned. That's why I'm thinking in my room, like my mind said room, Cool. I get that part. But when your premise and your explanation goes on, HN had 13 by himself. If those two can handle their part, they can outrush them. Them is those two, because no one else's numbers were brought up, respectfully. And that's why I'm saying,
we're not.
Tone,
when I said them,
Tone, you're not going to see my weight, and that's fine, and I'm cool with that.
This is what I'm saying. What I'm asking you.
That was the plot in the line. The story
I understand that. I understand that. But notice what I said. See, he brought up them two, and I rebutted with, with HN, right? I added the rest of our running back room in because my whole argument from the get-go was the entire running back room, right? I already had the numbers in front of me, seeing what the backup running back. You know me, when I debate, when he would have brought that up, I would like, glad you said that. I got his numbers too. Even if you add his numbers in, it still don't help them out. You get what I'm saying? But that was just the debate between Lewis and me when he brought up only those two. And I'm like, well, if you just coming with those two, I'll give you 10 numbers. I don't even got to go get the rest of them yet. You get what I'm saying? So at the end, before we pass it on, like, now, if our backups do their jobs, which is the entire room, that's why I brought up all of them, because I thought he was going to try to add in his. I was like, if our backups do their job, we good. Yeah, we all good.
Like,
but I ain't know. I didn't want nothing to be just 3 versus 2. I'm like, nah. That's why when you initially asked, I said no, the entire room.
Right? Don't. I was just asking for clarity. I was just making sure, like, no matter what, because like you said, anything can happen, right? And next guy got to step up. I'm just making sure we here, making sure cooler heads prevail. Okay.
I'm trying to go look up our fourth running back. Let me throw him in that too. Oh no, not that Donovan Edwards. Oh no, yeah,
I was gonna say.
Make the team. Hey, if he give me 100 yards, that's everything counts.
I don't even think he's gonna get it. But that's it.
He might not make the roster.
He's probably not getting on the field.
Right?
Yeah, he might not make the roster.
The only reason I didn't bring up the other third string running back in New England is because they don't use them.
Right.
That's the only reason I didn't even bring them up.
So technically, with Lou saying they really don't use them, we're not gonna get into it. Lou, thank you.
You still don't take him out the running back room. Lou, is what I'm saying.
Thank you for saying the quiet part out loud. But
no. But I do agree with what Tone is saying though, because again, I'm not excluding him, because it's not the division's fault that New England doesn't use him. You see what I'm saying? Like, he's part of that room. I just, from a Dolphin, Bills, and Jet perspective, I can't be like, oh well, because they don't use them, now I got to take one of my guys off or this, that. When Tone posed the question, and again, it's the running back room. How much do you think
you're going to utilize Jalen Wright anyway?
I mean, I don't know. I think they'll use Jalen Wright more than that. What did Tone say about the guy, the third string in New England? 25 carries, 26 carries,
23 carries,
23.
I think they use Jalen Wright more than that.
Yeah, which is part of my art. Why I'm saying I'm winning the bet. Our running back room would be the most productive. You take all that.
So you know what? Okay, it'll be interesting. I'm willing to take that, even as a handicap.
I'm good. No bet.
Of course you are now.
And handicap, no. The last time I did that with somebody, it ended up bad. It's like handicap. No, I'm good. No. Don't worry about it.
It went from
we can go to the next one.
Bring to light like what the real situation is. Now it's like, oh, you don't want to stand on that, and I'm willing to take it, and you're like, oh no, I'm good now because of the feel of it. Okay, cool, Tone. That's fine.
You just said handicap. You already asked for an out in the beginning.
But first of all, I said as a handicap. I didn't say I need a handicap. Respectfully, you took that part the wrong way. I said as handicapped as I am going to be, because my thing is like this: we don't know. For all we know, combined, they might have more carries than our three.
Could be. And I have to factor all that in. Yes, I have to factor all that in. Right. You can't leave that part out. We can't leave. Liberty can't leave that part out. So that's why I just said the room. But You get what I'm saying? The room is the room. It's not my fault. You know what I'm saying? If they don't use them.
And I don't. And here's the thing: I really don't see Jalen Wright in the field that much, and that's why.
Well, then why you said three versus? So what is your argument here for? Then you mean you did all that just to say? Oh no, I'm done.
Hold up, because now we really about to get into it because of names that were said. I didn't say no names. I'm just like, okay, we doing it like this. Then cool. Like respectfully, I personally like unless he really turns that corner in training camp. I really don't see Jalen Wright getting that many carries throughout the season. Okay. Respectfully,
but your whole entire argument was 3 versus 2.
Y'all said those names.
But Joe, your argument, you were like, we going 3 versus 2. And I'm like, no, the entire room. And you were like, no, but you know what? It's recorded. So I ain't even gonna go back into it. It's recorded.
See, that's the thing. It's still 3 versus 2, though.
Oh, okay.
With the way y'all stated the names that was put out. That's all I'm saying. When you said room, I nearly grabbed my phone. You go back. You'll see me looking down, typing. I can literally pull up. I'm looking up stats. That's Devon Achane. Because I'm ready to take this. Then certain names were put out. So I'm like, oh no, we need to clarify this. We need to clarify it. Like, who are we talking about? And you said room. I was cool. Then I heard 2 names versus 3 names. So I'm like, hold up. I don't want nobody to go back and say, well, we said da 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 da. Nah, I'm the type of person. We gotta make sure every clause, every line, cool. Just like with the what's the name? We said with the ice bucket challenge, right? Every single game. It don't matter for me if it's the winter or nothing, right? Had to clarify these things. What happens if it draws? It's just different. I know those people in the spaces that you just be beating down on. They don't step up and they be like, okay, because to a point that you made, going back to that, you said barely better. And I heard nothing from these guys. And I'm like, do they not understand that he's acknowledging that they're better though? But you're minimizing it by saying barely.
Who's
so they're backing down.
Barely better who? What are you talking about?
You said that they would be barely better.
Who?
I don't know what position group we were talking about because I don't remember, but you were saying one of the position groups were barely better than the Dolphins.
No. Okay, yes. If you're going back to that, you just talk about the wide receiver room. Remember, that was me throwing my joke in with saying everybody is on the same level. You get what I'm saying? Right. Yeah, but that wasn't making a bet about
literally who was trying to say, and I'm like, does he not acknowledge that Tony is basically still saying that they're better, even though if it's
I do know that. No. But that wasn't that. But they have. But
I saw someone, no offense to that person, literally kind of back down on that debate and just let you go off on that. And I was just like,
ain't got nothing to do with this right here. When you just
because he's acknowledging that it's better, and he's out here arguing with you that it's this. And I was just like, okay.
Now you put in the loop and going to the chat. We talk about
when I went to the chat.
When you asked me,
I went to the space. I didn't go to the chat.
Oh wait. When I said barely, you talk about in the space?
Mm-hmm.
Who I said barely better? I ain't never say nobody was barely better than nobody in the space.
In the space that you did.
Jesus Christ.
As someone who remembers everything that they said.
I argue about Achane, and I told them Achane outrushed that whole running back room by himself.
Okay, and, you know what?
And is
that space you use the phrase barely better. Do you want to bet on that? I'm so convicted because I was
go
like
to the national because you just made it into something that's
I'm just saying, like I'm learning your style and I'm coming for that belt this year, but that's okay.
Well, you need to do a little bit more studying.
You said you wanted to get to the Lou, offensive line, how would you rank them? Because this is what I gotta go through. This is Friday night for me. This is crazy.
I'm gonna clip up that part when you just completely changed your whole argument.
I didn't say my whole argument.
Yes, you did. Because when you asked me about the entire room, I said entire room. You the one made the big fuss about. Oh, it's 3 versus 2. It's 3 versus 2.
I made a clarity thing. You said it was a fuss. You said I was making an excuse, and I said no. I said I was looking for clarity.
But you came all the way to the end.
we are not going to respectfully try to use these adjectives and adverbs to describe something that I didn't do. I literally said to you multiple times, Stone, I was just looking for clarity because I was willing to take that bet, but I had to know exactly what I was betting. You wanted to make it bigger because I said 3 versus 2, and you wanted to what's it? I was like, okay. And then we started breaking it down. It ain't no different than clauses in a contract. Break it down. Know exactly what you're signing up for. So when the ramifications or the conclusion comes out, you can't say, oh, I didn't know that, or oh, we didn't speak on that. Don't try to make it seem like because you said confused, because I wasn't confused. I was just looking for clarity. I was just looking for a little bit of we on the same page. And it's crazy. Sometimes when you want to just be on the same page and people just don't want to see it your way and you're just trying to nitpick at it, it is what it is. I can't do nothing about that, Tone. I'm just built like that. If I'm going to take a bet, you better bet that I'm dotting every I and crossing every T. So that's why I said, you said you're willing to bet anything. And you were like, not anymore. Okay, cool. Lou, how would you?
No, you're not finished. I will let you finish so I can finish my
nope.
No.
You want the last word? You know, I'm gonna let you get the last word so we can get to the offensive line.
No, you know what?
No.
Every time you talk, I let you finish. You don't want me to get my part off.
Huh?
Every time you talk, I was completely quiet. I let you finish it. Every single time. That's all I said. Clarification, because you're not doing that. I did not say I don't want to bet because you asked me to clarify things. No, the only reason at the end I said that I was like, oh, you trying to put caveat, I'm good. Now, when we initially asked that, because me and Lou was going back and forth, when you initially asked what we talk about, are we talking about rooms? I made it very clear and concise. I'm talking about the entire room. Right there, if you wanted to take the bet, you could have left it right there and say, okay, the entire room. But then you brought up, oh, it's 3 versus 2. And I'm like, but that's not my fault if you don't feel like the Patriots they don't use their running backs a lot. I'm still willing to bet the entire running back room. That was the whole caveat. So that part right there was clear and concise for you. We could have left it right there and be like, okay, I understand now. It's the entire room. We're not taking nobody out. And we would have left it alone right then and there. But you kept making an argument about it, but it's still technically 3 versus 2, which is why my only rebuttal was, it's not my fault that the Patriots don't use all 3 of their running backs like we do ours. I'm still only talking about the full entire room. That could have been it right there. It was clear right there. I didn't try to switch nothing up or nothing like that, anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Until you was trying to make your debate like, no, but that's 3 versus 2. And I'm like, okay, cool. That's why even if you go back, Lou even jumped in and be like, nah, I do agree with him. Remember when I told you, I say, for Cindy, the running back room is the running back room. We can't take nobody out. And we could have, you know what I'm saying? So I was always clear that it was talking about the full running back room. My whole thing is every time you said 3 versus 2, I'm like, it's the running back room. Whether you feel like it's 3 versus 2 or not, I still say it's the running back room. So yeah, I just left it like that. That's it. I didn't want no caveats or, you know, are we using this? Yes, it was from the get-go. The room, the period, the whole room. That was it. So I don't want you to think that I was trying to tell you or take away your 3 versus 2 or saying that I'm now you down to only using two players. No. You get what I'm saying? My only rebuttal was the room is the room. Don't matter who's in the room. And that's, you know what I'm saying? But nah, don't try to make it seem like I wasn't being clear or I was naming 3 people and we only mentioned the 2 people. No. That was the me and Lou debate. It was clear when you asked me the first time. I thought we should have locked it in right there.
So what you're saying is, let's get off of whatever. You're betting on the Miami Dolphins running back room to be the best in the AFC East.
Production-wise, yeah.
Yeah. I would take that bet.
Cool. You lost the chance of taking that bet by trying to make too many caveats. Go ahead, Lou.
That's you and Jesus.
we changed it. Oh, appreciate. Yeah, we got you, Truth Fin. Hey, you know how it go. Hey, listen, y'all remember? You know, I'll tell y'all at the end of the show. I'll tell you. Oh, Von Joe in the building too. What he said? The gated on gated community is crazy. Even though y'all just slap
Very
ball.
Von Joe. He's new to the gated community, so he doesn't understand contract language. Let me stop. No. Lou. Lou. I said I was playing. Don't get offended. I said I was playing. Lou, how would you rank the offensive line?
Yeah, that was a great fight by y'all, by the way, or debate.
It was
listen, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I see True Fin Fan in here. Well, a lot of people. There's 24 of y'all in here. Salute the True Fin Fan.
Subscribe and hit the like button, people.
My bad, absolutely. No, I was just saying, True Fin Fan and his son, salute. I just want to shout out both of them gentlemen. I seen what he was saying earlier. The best show, and it's getting spicy tonight. Yeah, I would agree with that. Finsanity, your question about the offensive line. Listen, I'm not going to sit up here and lie to people and pretend like I know anything about the Patriots, Buffalo Bills, or New York Jets offensive line. I'm not going to sit here and pretend. What I will say about the Dolphins offensive line, and I've been hearing it, right, Tone and Finsanity, about how great our offensive line is. We've done so much to this offensive line. Oh, my God. I like two people on this offensive line. Well, let me not say I like two people. What I will say, I have confidence in two people on this offensive line. It's Patrick Paul and Aaron Brewer. Again, if we want to say that Jonas Avenea is going to be great because he's going back to the right side, I'll just say this, and I'm going to use Finsanity's words. Respectfully, y'all some damn fools. If you think Jonas Avenea is going to be better because he's going back to the right, to the left, you have lost y'all's damn mind. Jonas Avenea is the worst graded guard this league has ever seen. Caden Proctor. I like Caden Proctor, right? A little homework to use my brother. Well, I did a little homework. Again, wouldn't have been my pick at 13 or 12 or whatever, but we got him. He's also playing a position. Now, this is what I think is funny. And I brought it up the last episode. No one wants to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it again. They had a problem last year because we played Jonas Avenea at a position. But they haven't said nothing about Caden Proctor going and playing out of position. They just love him, though, right? So, again, I got a question mark with Caden Proctor. Even though I think he's probably going to work out, it's still Tone and Finsanity for me. It's an unknown, right? So there's two people I like. I just highlighted two people. Let's get to the third, Austin Jackson. We should all know Austin Jackson very well. You know what Austin Jackson is very consistent at doing? Getting injured.
Okay.
That's a fact.
Not playing. Being on the bench. Being on the sideline. So, Tone, Finsanity, I know Tone's also Finsanity. I'll throw it back to you. Again, I'm not going to pretend. I'll let you, maybe Tone, if y'all want to talk about the Patriots, Bills, and Jets. I think the Dolphins have 2 out of the 5 positions right, or that I feel comfortable with Finsanity moving forward. Brewer, I love. Patrick Paul, I love. Outside of that, bunch of question marks for me. So I don't know how great, like everybody that believes this offensive line is going to be great. There's a chance, Finsanity. I just don't. Again, we got to go. We're talking about today.
Yeah.
Today, Finsanity. I don't know where this offensive line is.
Oh, yeah, that's 100%, true. There's a lot of things, that we have to figure out. What only thing we can go off of right now is that, Haffy says that, he wants to be physical. He wants the physicality. And Luke, can I ask you a question? Is it easier to run block or pass block?
I would say for the offensive linemen, from what I know and I believe to be true, I think offensive linemen, the big uglies up front, like they call them, Finsanity, I think they rather run block than pass block, in my opinion. Especially some of the like we know Patrick Paul is a road grader. We know that's one thing we know about Caden Proctor, right? What did they say? He loves to get physical and things of that nature. Aaron Brewer, we've seen him, Tone and Finsanity. Once he gets to the second level, he likes to be physical. I would say for me, Finsanity, you asking the question, I don't want to say it's easier. I would say as a preference, though, I think the big uglies up front would much rather run block than pass block.
Right, and 100% correct in that. And luckily, the Miami Dolphins have one of the best running backs in the league to help with that. So if we're going to go based off of production, I truly want to believe that with the mindset that Hafley is trying to instill in the offense and the scheme that he's trying to establish within this team, that the production within the run blocking will be a lot better than the past. And the fact that we're going to be leaning on that, it will lean a little bit, hopefully more to our offensive line showing up and looking a little bit better. Right. But to your point, there are a lot of unknowns. We don't know how Jonah is going to look. Right. The last time we seen Jonah on the field, we were ready to kick him off of it and, throw him away respectfully. Right. So to the point of having Austin Jackson, when he's on the field, there's a difference there. He has that, solidified over there, but it's to your point, he's not able to stay on the field. He's not able to consistently, play full seasons for us. And, he and a couple of players were literally keeping the Baptist Health Center up and running and keeping the lights on because they literally had a permanent residency there, right? Let's call it what it is, right? So if we're going to talk about production and we're going to lean on this run and we're going to say, we need you to be physical, we need you to put a hand on someone, I do believe, there will be some pulls, and I do believe Caden has shown the ability to get up out of there and do that. Paul, to his point, he does this for fun. His physicality is, his dominance is, felt, and it's seen play after play. I think Tony mentioned it last show that he would literally be helping out and then still handling his man, right? So I'm going to say that the Miami Dolphins won't be the worst offensive line based off of production. And I think it's because we get to rely heavily on the run game. And I believe our run blocking will be good. I think we will see some problems, though, potentially, not fully, because of the unknowns and maybe in pass. That's what I got. Tone?
Well, if you just go strictly by just how they graded them out, then they would grade the Miami Dolphins. I'm not mistaken, we were like 29th or something like that, and everyone else in our division was top 15, I want to say, or top 20. I'll say that top 20. I don't know what the Jets was, but I know they had Buffalo. Buffalo was top 5, and I think they had the Patriots pretty high up there too. You get what I'm saying, like 15 or 11 or 12, something like that. And not just based off grade, but what I'm looking at it is, what was the production out of that? Because if you have us ranked as the 29th rated offensive line, why weren't we at the top of the league in giving up sacks? Right? Why weren't we at the bottom of the league in rushing yards? If that offensive line was 29? Now overall total, the offense was ranked 26, but it wasn't for the lack of it's because the bad quarterback play. But you got to put that on them not getting the offensive production. When you look at the offensive line, okay, they weren't giving up sacks, and they was running the ball fairly well. That's how I'm looking at it. I'm not going based off grades. And if you look at this, Jonas Salvanaya, catastrophe. There's no running from that. He was a catastrophe. Austin Jackson, though, you have to stay healthy. You stay healthy, we're not worried about that right side. That right tackle. Brewer, Patrick Paul, everyone had trust them. Caden Proctor is in between them, which is why I'm not going to have any issues with him this year. So, so far what I'm looking at, I don't think there's going to be an issue that you put him right in between two guys, one all-pro and one guy that was playing at a high level with the top confidence. That's what you want to put your young guy in that position. And we all know it's easier to play guard than it is to play tackle. You have way less to worry about and to think about. So when it comes to that, this is going to be a run-first offense. That's going to help this offensive line out tremendously. I don't know if I came back and I think you asked Lou about which one would you prefer or which one is better. I don't know. Which one is easier? Run block. Not only is it easier, that is what every lineman prefer to do. They prefer to run block. Why? Because you inserting your dominant there. You get what I'm saying? You're not taking a step back. Go ahead.
No. I'm just saying, whenever I do this, it means when you're done your point, I have a question. That's all. I'm not trying to interrupt.
So that means because the first thing you do when you pass block, what you do, you're retreating, taking a step back. No one likes to be in that position. I don't care what you're doing. You don't like to be on a retreat, especially when you're going in a battle. But when you're going forward and you putting that head down and you just trying to make contact and knock your guy off the ball, they love that. Go look at any offensive line. Keep doing. This is when you start seeing offensive line doing this. Come on, keep doing this because we having a good time. We're not worried about, because when you pass protection, you're reacting. When you run blocking, you're just attacking. And that's the difference. So, yeah, I believe. Now, again, I don't think they're going to be last. I trust our offensive line better than the Jets, even though Mimble was like that. But I think Patrick Park was like that as well. I do. Will Campbell was trash last year.
He was Jonas Salvanea last year.
They was crediting him for everything. I bet he had a good blocking grade. No, he wasn't good. He was trash. And they had, I'm quite sure the Patriots was in the top 15 in offensive line ranking. I'm willing to, go on a limb to say that. Buffalo Bills is going to be the number one until those guys retire. Now, last year, those guys did start to get injured. So we got to look at it from that standpoint. Those guys did start to get injured. They was reliable, but they started to get injured. Our biggest thing, and I'll throw it to both of y'all, right? It gets out on, and well, Fitzsanity first, because you wanted to, you had something to say. Our biggest thing the past 5-6 years hasn't been our offensive line people that we started. It's been our depth. They couldn't stay healthy.
Right.
That's always been our issue. Mm-hmm. So right now, so far as we're looking at it, the only one that has injury concerns is Austin Jackson. So it seemed like we're just a little bit closer to having that offensive line camaraderie that we need and that consistency. But so yeah, I'll put our offensive line. I'm saying I'm predicting they'll be the second best. I'm gonna keep the Buffalo Bills at the top, but they're not going no less than 3. But I'll predict they're second best. Go ahead.
Remember,
you want to say something too? Go ahead.
No, while she's asking you your question, you could probably bring it up. Can you pull up the Jets' offensive line though? Because I know they took Membu. I know they took Membu last year, but didn't they take an offensive lineman high the year before?
Fashanu, yeah, Fashanu.
They took Olu Fashanu. Okay, my bad, Vincent, but go ahead.
He's been good too, Luke. Which is why their tackles has been good. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Now, Dylan Parham, Parham. I don't know how you say his name.
Parham. And I think Tippmann is their center.
Tippmann is they got him at guard now.
I think he played center for him last year though.
They got Josh? Yeah, last year, but they brought in Josh Myers.
Okay, yeah.
Right now, I'm looking at the depth chart. They moved him to right guard.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at the depth chart right now. Now, it might not end up like that. You know what I'm saying? They might keep Tippmann at center. So,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, so my question was, like, when we were talking about, the pass blocking, right? Let's remember now we are going back to where our left side is our blind side. For years, no offense, it was the right side, and we had to make sure that right tackle was in place. I do believe with Patrick Paul and Caden Proctor being, the protector of that blind side, formerly Willis, and with his natural ability and instinct with filling the pocket, right? And his ability to know when he should take off, when he should extend, because he's not necessarily always just looking to just go ahead and run. He has natural movement and instinct at times that we saw last year where he's really filling the pocket, right? I do believe that with having Proctor, hopefully we'll see what that is, but definitely having Patrick Paul protecting, his blind side, it will look better along with the skill set. So I'm not saying that the pass blocking is going to be completely horrible or trash or whatever. I do believe that it will look better, hopefully, based off of what we believe about the mentality and the physicality that both Proctor and
Patrick Paul
want to bring to that left side. You got anything on that, Tone or Lou?
Well, no, I think that's the main reason why I believe this offensive line is going to be and trust me, I'm not going based off what the leagues in PFF where they rank them. I'm going based off the play on the field and the production that we're going to get out of our offensive line. Listen, Anytime you get a run first offensive line, your offensive line is going to look way better. Sorry, that's just how it is. And then you're not going to tell me, expect Patrick Paul and Caden Proctor on that left side. I don't have every roster in here, but find me a more formidable for as far as size than those two on the left side. No one is going to want to see that. They aren't. And then we already know we got an all-pro at center. So that left side is going to be something to behold. There isn't offensive line. You don't have 5 great offensive lines. You don't. No one. You ain't gonna find no one in the league got 5 great offensive linemen. But with the mentality and the way that we're going to run our offense, you're gonna tell me that these going to be 5 guys that, for the most part, they're going to be asked to run block majority of the game. Oh, it's because you have no choice but to improve. You don't. At the end of the day, Jonah is my only concern, because even in running block, he looked trash. I can't get that out of my head.
No, Jonah was terrible, Tone, and Insanity.
Linebackers.
No. He was terrible, and again, I think there was a comment earlier. Yeah, being as bad as he was last year, he can't do nothing but get better this season. You would hope. Yeah, I don't think he could be worse than what he was last year. I think a lot of people, what they don't talk about, especially with offensive lines, and I'll use like the Bills, the Eagles, the Ravens, right? Three teams that across the board, I think if you polled all fans across, like just fans, right, they would say those are great offensive lines. I think having a mobile quarterback as well helps offensive lines. And finally, the Dolphins have one of those, right? Because when we talk about the Eagles and they're just like, oh, well, their offensive line is dominant. Well, how many times do you have to see Jalen Hurts escape?
And how many times do he get injured?
And there you go, right? And I would debate Tone and Finsanity. The reason he has to escape is because the offensive line is not doing their job. How many times you see Lamar Jackson have to escape? But the Ravens got this great offensive line. How many times you see Josh Allen have to escape? But the Bills, oh my God, they're so dominant. So when Tone, Finsanity, I know you asked that question, and Tone kind of went and talked about the offensive line. I'll just bring up the aspect of the quarterback. I think the offensive line is always going to look bad and I'm sorry to say it like this, but when you have a lame duck quarterback back there, like a Tua, like a Drew Brees, like a Peyton Manning, and again, those guys had great minds, and they would kind of diagnose. With Tua, though, we all know if the defense took away the first read, it was virtually over. He couldn't escape. He couldn't do anything. The offensive line is going to look terrible. I just think with the mobility aspect, and that's why I brought up the Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, and Lamar Jackson. Finally, Tone and Finsanity, after 6 long years, we have a quarterback that even if the offensive line kind of breaks down at certain parts of the game, I think we finally have a quarterback that can make something out of nothing. And when those things happen, Tone and Finsanity, a lot of people won't bring up the offensive line. You see what I'm saying? They only bring up the offensive line when things are going bad. But they're not going to bring up if Jonah misses a block, but Malik Willis escapes and he scampers for 22 yards. They're not going to bring up Jonas Avenea.
Yeah.
They're going to bring up Malik. So from that aspect, I think a quarterback also helps the offensive line. And in that aspect, Tone and Finsanity, I think that's going to be a big part of or something that Malik Willis brings that at the end of the season we'll be like, man, that aspect of his game really improved and really helped out not only the offensive line, but the team in general.
Yeah, and to your point, if you really look into it and you deep dive, the Seattle Seahawks and the Baltimore Ravens had 2 of the worst right guards. And we talking about our left guard. Go look at their right guards. Man, they was horrible. Listen, when I was talking trash about Jonah and saying he was the worst, shout out to what's our boy name who always talking trash about me having the bags, the Dolphin bags. It'll come to
Big Mark.
Big Mark. Shout out Big Mark. Big Mark say he sent me a clip of the Seattle Seahawks guard, and he said, I don't know, Tone, he might give Jonah a run for his money. And I said, oh my God. And then you go and you watch them complain about the right guard for the Baltimore Ravens, and it's like, woo. But if you ask them, everybody thinks Seattle has a good offensive line. Everybody think the Baltimore Ravens have a good, a great offensive line, but it goes back to my point. You're not going to find an offensive line where all 5 guys are good. Don't that had to be some of the worst guard play in the league. No one talked about it because, like Lou said, Lamar Jackson get up out of there. They hop on. I mean, they say something about it quickly and then move on to how Lamar Jackson made a great play and this and that, or Derrick Henry running through guys and breaking. You know what I'm saying? So it takes off the shine from the terrible play of that guard. But let them start to not be as successful. Then people gonna say, "Oh man, he been like," and everybody gonna talk about, he been like this for years. But we not talking. No one talking about it now because of the success. So to Lou's point, I think scrambling quarterbacks, they do help out extremely and a lot. And I just think for the grading standpoint, that helps out offensive line grade. That's why I don't really too much go about on grade. I go based on what production we got out of this offensive line. For people been calling us the worst offensive line or terrible, like bottom, right? But all through how long we were saying, like 5-6 years, we've had a top 2 and a top 6 offense with that with those same offensive linemen.
And to your point, Tone, we also had a plus 2,000 yard as a room, right? Rushing attack, and again to y'all's point, 1,800 yards out of that back, almost 1,800 yards out of that backfield last year. Devon Achane close to 1,400 yards rushing, gave you another almost 400 receiving. So nah, bro, listen, I'm not saying the Dolphins, Tone and Finsanity, are in the upper echelon, but I do think over the past 6 years, we've stressed over the offensive line. And again, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. From a grade standpoint, I don't care what the grades say. I'm with Tone. Watch the games. And yeah, in every game, you're going to see a Liam Eichenberg or Jonah. There's going to be 10 plays that the offensive line has been terrible, right? Too bad the offense usually runs 50, 55 plays.
Yep.
So yeah, you can highlight those 10 bad plays, but why aren't you highlighting the other 45 that were good, or 40 that was at least average to good, is all I'm saying.
Yep.
Well, I think that wraps up the offensive side, right? I think we got through O-line, quarterback, running back, and then we did tight end, wide receivers combined. So I have to ask you guys, in totality, for the offensive side, how would you rank the offenses of the AFC East? And I'm going to close out this poll. Thank you guys for voting on the poll. Make sure you hit the like button. Tone, we'll go with
subscribe. Click on that link right there. It's the comment, the pinned comment. Just click on it, and you take you right to the subscribe. Go ahead, Finsanity.
Oh yeah, how would you, in totality, like the whole offense for every team, how would you rank it? How would you rank them?
Well, that part right there is we have to be, because we got to add in passing, right? And not this. My whole reason for the success for the Dolphins is not strictly, but more predominantly on the run aspect of that. And I think we're going to be good. No matter how, even though I've watched Malik Willis and he showed some promise, I cannot just blindly go out there and say he's going to be a good passer. He has to show that. So if I have to be honest and look at the production, I think at best we can put this overall as a totality at third. And the only team that I think we can have a better, just going into the season, a better offensive season and production wise is the Jets. We seen what Drake May did with his offense. They went and got him AJ Brown. He did that with Stephon Diggs, and I think we can all agree Stephon Diggs is not playing on the level of AJ Brown right now.
And got Romeo Doubs as well.
And they got Romeo Doubs as well. They got Hooper or Hopper, I forgot, at tight end. And Josh Allen, whenever you got Josh Allen at quarterback, he's going to make that offense go. He helps out the run game with him scrambling and team not being able to load up the box against the run, and he can make things happen with his arm. So he's going to make that offense go. And I do think, listen, all jokes aside, I think DJ Moore, like Lou said, is going to have a breakout year, because Josh Allen is going to make that available for him. So realistically, I'm going to say Bills 1, Patriots 2, Dolphins 3, Jets last. Over as an overall offense.
Lou?
Again, as much as I like to argue with Tone, and everybody knows that, I'm going to agree. I'll say 1 and 2 is up in the air for me. I could see the Patriots being the best in the division from an offensive standpoint. I could also see Buffalo being number 1. So number 1 and number 2 for me is interchangeable. Yeah. I do think at the end of the season, the Dolphins will, again, as of now, I think their offense is going to be better than the Jets. Again, I don't typically believe in their head coach. I don't know what you're going to get from Frank Reich. I do like some of the offensive weapons with the Jets. I'm not going to lie. But, maybe it's just my homer hat and this, that, and the third. And I tried, realistically, I'd never want to do this. But I do agree with Tone. I think the Patriots and Bills, for obvious reasons, they're number 1 and number 2. Put them however you want. I do think ultimately, though, the Dolphins will be better than the Jets. So I agree with Tone. I think either Patriots, Bills 1 and 2, Dolphins 3, Jets come in last from an offensive standpoint.
Well, let's get into the results of the poll. An overwhelming 54% said the Bills. 33% said the Patriots. Shout out to the 3% of the people who said the Jets. Thank you, Jets fans, for tuning in. We appreciate you. Make sure you like, subscribe, and keep coming back. It's always going to be nothing but hate for you guys, but it'll be fun to converse with you. And the Dolphins finished third with 10%. Shout out to all the homers in the chat and all the Hopium users who got their supply early. Are we ready to get into the defense? Defensive side.
We might want to just go the entire defense unit.
You don't want to break down units. You just want to do the whole defense.
We at 141 right now.
Okay, so let's get into the whole defense. Okay. Tony, since you on the mic and your mic,
unless you want to just do a three tier D line, linebackers, and secondary, we can do it like that if you prefer. To break it down. It's your choice, your decision.
I love being able to make choices. This just makes me so happy as a Libra. Yay. You know what? Since you put it like that, let's go 3 tiers and then we'll get the totality. We vibing tonight, and hey, I'm here to argue. Allegedly. Tone. Let's start with the secondary. I know. Did you want to finish with the secondary?
No. Go. Just your world. Go ahead.
Did you want to finish with? See, this is what we're not about to do. We're not about to do this on camera. It's a simple yes or no. Did you want to finish with the secondary?
No.
I just wanted to answer your question. Yeah. I just wanted to answer your question. That's it.
Okay. How would you rank the secondaries in the AFC East?
Now, I know you asked him first, Insanity, and I'm going to let him go first.
Go ahead. No,
I'm going to let him go first.
Lou, go first.
Go
No.
Go ahead, go first.
I want Tone to go first. There's a pre-warner on here. This is a PA announcement. Tone better leave one person on the Jet secondary alone. I know that. I ain't trying to hear that. Boy, hey, Tone, you better talk about everybody else. Why you even said the man's name?
Hey, listen, man.
You are not allowed to talk about my man.
Oh no, we on the same. You know what? Forget him. You can go take it down. Hold on. Hey, listen. I'm gonna be realistic with you. We're not even don't think Patriots number 1. No question. You know what I'm saying? And that's just this is what I'm torn between, because that defense for Buffalo, as much as people like to say that it was that good, if you go down and you really break it down, how good really was that defense, though? I think they give too much credit, for that defense. They really do. Now they do got that because I like that cornerback, because I wanted him last year too, but not in the first round. The second round. What's the guy they got out of Kentucky? Hurston or something like that. He was fast as heck. He ran fast. I did like him. And I think they still do got Christian Benford. So honestly, I'm not even gonna try to front. Just based off experience, and I'm talking about real game experience,
right,
and production alone, we have to put the Miami Dolphins last.
mm-hmm.
We do. We have to put the Dolphins last. My debate is whether I trust the Jets secondary or the Buffalo Bills secondary more.
Right.
Because the Jets got Mika Fitzpatrick, but he didn't play bad last year, but he's not the Mika Fitzpatrick that we all used to being that
Yeah,
all pro.
he's not the Steelers Minka. Yeah.
You know,
They also
Cisco.
got Cisco. Yep.
Yeah, Cisco the safety, right? I don't know if he played free or strong.
Yeah, yep.
I'll say this. For me, I think the Jets defense secondary is better than the Buffalo Bills secondary. So I'll go Patriots, Jets, Buffalo, Dolphins. Secondary wise.
Lou?
Man, this is, you know what? I thought today we were gonna argue.
The offense was the arguments.
Hey, Insanity, I don't know. Maybe I'm a minion. I don't know. Hey, man, listen. When you got Gonzo over there, I think Gonzo is one of, hands down, you could put him high. He's a top 3 corner in the league. If you want to say PS2, Patrick Surtain Jr. is better than, if you want to say Stingley over there in Houston, cool. But Gonzo is one of those ones. We know what it is. I tend to agree. I think it's Patriots, it's Jets, it's Bills, and it's Dolphins. Hands down. Listen, the Dolphins, we got Chris Johnson. He might turn out to be a good player. He is a rookie. After that, you got Storm Duck. You got the Marco Wilsons I think you brought in. Bro, you got a bunch of jacks. Let's be honest. In safety-wise, Dante Trader Jr., all right, cool. Yeah. Like, who knows? Juju Brent, I like Juju Brent's tone, Finsanity. He's Austin Jackson on the defensive side. He just can't stay healthy. I think he could be a good player. Health is definitely a concern. I know. See, he said it one time, but let me highlight what the Jets did. Now the Jets didn't have to trade up or reach for a player. They got D'Angelo Pons. I paid 50. Now again, D'Angelo Pons, Tone, you know as well as me. The biggest issue everybody had with D'Angelo Pons is that his size. He was 5'9.5". If he was 5'11", you could argue he should have been the first cornerback taken off the board. Again, there's an argument to be made. I'm not saying he would, but forget about the size. Tone, Finsanity, we did our breakdown. Remember, Tone, to your credit, you were very high on D'Angelo Pons too. Yeah. Does he play like he's 5'9"?
No.
Tackling machine, willing to get in there down and dirty, a ball hawk. Tone, Finsanity, we watched a national championship game between a championship game. I think it was Big Ten between Ohio State and Indiana.
Yeah.
Ohio State moving the ball up and down, right? Up and down the field. Mm-hmm. Tone, you're the one that brought it up to me. You highlighted it. When they got in the red zone and they were trying to throw them fade routes and this, that, and the third to one Jeremiah Smith that everybody believes is the best receiver in college football, who drew that assignment?
D'Angelo Pons.
Did he look scared? Did he look scared, Tone?
No, actually stopped them from. They threw it to him too, 1-on-1 in a fade and strapped
him up, got physical with him and everything. So, again, I just wanted to highlight that one specific person in D'Angelo Pons. To Tone's point, Cisco back there, Minka Fitzpatrick. Again, I don't think he's Minka of 6 years ago, but I don't think he's worse than Dante Trader, right? Or anything else we have. So, yeah, listen. Patriots, Jets, Bills, Dolphins. The Dolphins, just like I said, and I'll end it here. Just like I said, the Dolphins, in my opinion, have the worst receiving core in the league. You could argue that the Dolphins, from a secondary perspective, probably have one of the worst secondaries in the league as well.
Not gonna, bore the people out with the same thing. I completely agree with you guys with the ranking of the secondary, and for every single reason that you guys have mentioned, there's nothing more, for me to add. Tone, linebackers, how would you rank them within the division?
So I'm just going first the whole time. All right, got him. listen, this is another from the top dog perspective. Linebackers, let's be honest. Greg Rousseau and Terrell Bernard. That's all I need to say. Buffalo, they got that top spot. The other three, I'm giving the Dolphins number two. I'm giving the Dolphins number two. I do think our linebackers are better than them. I'll take our linebackers. I do think the Jets play better as a team, but I'm trying to see. Because the Patriots, they overall had that they play good as a team. The Patriots, I think they play good as a team. So I'll go Dolphins. I mean Buffalo, Dolphins, New England, and Jets.
Yeah, listen, I think Buffalo with Bedford. It's not Bedford, it's the other. What's his name?
Bernard, Terrell Bernard.
Trenell Bernard. Yeah, it's Bernard.
Terrell Bernard and Greg Rousseau. Yeah, listen.
I think Bernard. See, I don't even look at Greg Rousseau as a linebacker, though. I think I look at him more as an edge player.
Well, you know what? You're right.
D lineman. I think the Dolphins have the best linebacking core as a room in the division. Listen, Terrell Dotson, in my opinion, he's not as bad as everybody wants to make him out to seem. Jacob Rodriguez, I think everybody has high hopes, and if we're just going from his college tape, there's a lot to like. I think he's going to be really, really good. Cal Lewis that we brought in, I think he has a chance to not only get on the field. Tone, me and you kind of talked about it. I think he might be one of the most productive rookies defensively that we throw out on the field. Again, that's just my opinion. And then obviously Jordan Brooks, listen, first team All-Pro. Led the league in tackles the last 2 seasons. So ranking it, I know Tone said about the Patriots as a team they play well. I just don't know from a name-wise. I don't think they have anything, or even from a production standpoint, that's better than anything that the Dolphins have.
Well, how you
Spleen or whatever.
Spleen. Yeah. Nah, that boy balled out last year.
Listen, he's good, but I think he's getting up there in age. The only thing with the Jets, they got Sherwood. He was trash last year, bro. Sherwood. They brought in Demario Davis. Bro,
Demario Davis, yeah.
Bro, he's 40 years old. The man is 40. Like Tone Finsanity, we were talking about the other day with Jordan Brooks, why we would only want to give him a 2-year deal, this, that, and the third. And he's 29, and we were worried about his age. Demario Davis is 40. So, again, I'm going to go Dolphins 1, Bills 2, Patriots 3, Jets 4 from a linebacking standpoint.
So, who would you okay, so you saying you only giving Terrell Bernard and what's the other guy? Williams, I think his last name is.
Listen, I think Bernard is probably outside of Jordan Brooks' Tone.
Yeah, Dorian Williams. That's the only 2 guys you count as linebackers. Because even though I understand, Greg Rousseau, he do play linebacker. And they put him in coverage too. So, but you still gonna put him more of an edge, right?
I'm gonna put him more of as a defensive lineman edge. Listen, and what's his name? Cookie Monster just brought up, bro. We got Willie Gay Jr. as depth.
Yeah. That's a big one too. Yeah.
Nah, Tone Finsanity. I'm sorry. The Dolphins. Now this is where I even forgot about Willie Gay from a depth standpoint.
Yeah,
right?
That is true. Yeah.
Nah, bro. The Dolphins have the best linebacking core in the division, bro. As a room, right? I know that was a big debate earlier, right? Rooms. We're talking about room, a collective. Nah, the Dolphins by far have the best linebacking core in the division.
Okay, I'll give you that.
See, here I was thinking I was going to be, the tiebreaker and, decide between Tone and Lou, because it seems like you guys are set on 3 and 4. Yeah. The linebacker room definitely goes to the Miami Dolphins, respectfully. For every reason that Lou lined up. Just based off of production. The only thing that was interesting to me that you said was you mentioned Jacob Rodriguez. Do you think that he is going to, let me not make that an assumption that you're saying that he's going to be a starter, but you do believe he's going to get enough snaps to where he can be productive and effective in the room, right, Lou?
Yeah, I think they're gonna listen. I think they're going to play him. And remember, Tone Finsanity, we brought it up the other day with the contract discussion with Jordan Brooks. I think we would all want Jordan Brooks to be here, but let's say no deal comes in place. There's a reason the Dolphins chose Jacob Rodriguez in the second round. They clearly see a vision. They have a plan for him, and he is the future at linebacker for the Dolphins. So, Finsanity, I think, especially if no contract comes down with Jordan Brooks, Finsanity, and we're going into the season, I think the Dolphins will look to try to get Jacob Rodriguez implemented in that game plan from a week in, week out basis and try to get him on the field, kind of grooming him. Because in my opinion, I do believe if we go into the season without a contract, I do think that Jordan Brooks will be out of here. I don't think he plays the full season. So from that standpoint alone, Finsanity, yes, I do think they'll get Jacob Rodriguez on the field. And even without let's say the contract does come, at that point, I still think the vision for the Dolphins, in my opinion, is you want Jordan Brooks and Jacob Rodriguez on the field together. So Jordan Brooks can kind of mentor him and show him the ropes. And I do think, listen, there's a chance that duo could be very, very dynamic. You got Jordan Brooks. He's more of a downhill, fill the gap kind of guy. Jacob Rodriguez can be your, drop him in the coverage. We know he's very good at that. He's instinctual. He used to play quarterback, so he sees the field the way a quarterback sees it. I think it could be the best of both worlds. You got a downhill linebacker. You maybe got a coverage linebacker. So, I do think Jacob Rodriguez will get on the field. And, he should be productive. I don't believe he's not going to be a good player. I just don't know how fast it comes, Finsanity, but I do think he'll get on the field for sure.
Okay. Tone, you got anything else that you want to? Nope. Okay. Lewis, since Tone, had to mention that he went first every single time. How would you rank the defense?
I'm not complaining.
I didn't say you complained. I said just mention. See.
That was trying to let you know you could call on me first too again. So Lou can continue to follow. I don't want to agree with Lou. I want Lou to agree with me.
You see. Hey, no. Hey, Finsanity, you let him go first.
That's a bar. I'm sorry.
No, that ain't no bar. Don't give him no credit. That ain't no bar.
That's a bar.
Hey, Finsanity, now, no, Tone, you go first, because whatever Tone says, I'm disagreeing with. I'm telling you now.
Go ahead. Go. You know what? You're right. I'm gonna disagree with you too. Go ahead first. Go first. No matter what you say, sir, I'm disagreeing with. So put the best foot forward.
I'm gonna start with the Dolphins defensive line. I like the interior defensive line for the Miami Dolphins. I think Zach Sealer is going to have a bounce back year. I don't think he played particularly well, especially early on in the season. I think he bounces back. I think Kenny Grant kind of turned it on during the season, got better week in, week out. I think he should take another step. I love Jordan Phillips. I think he's probably going to end up being our best defensive lineman, especially interior-wise. And even our 7th-round pick from last year, Zeke Beggars, I think he had some good tape last year. So from an interior standpoint,
he moved to the outside too.
Remember, even moving to the outside. So, again, I like certain aspects of our defensive line. The question mark for me, and y'all know what I've been saying, is pass rush. I think Chop Robinson is a bust. I don't think he's going to get no better. I think we know what Chop Robinson is. Josh Uche, he's been productive in this league, but again, that was a couple years ago. And then we just got a bunch of Jags. So from that standpoint, man, I'm going to go Bills defensive line 1.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Bills 1, Patriots 2, Dolphins 3, Jets 4. That's what I'm gonna do. Again, I think the Bills hands down have the number 1. To be honest, I don't know. I know the Jets traded Quentin Williams last season.
Yeah.
So I can't. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't really understand. I know they draft David Bailey this year, number 2 overall. Pass rusher David Bailey.
Yeah, the edge. David Bailey. Yes.
David Bailey. So again, rookie. I don't know what he's gonna give you. But yeah, listen, Bills, Patriots, Dolphins, Jets. From a D-line standpoint.
You think I'll agree with everything. I'll just put the Dolphins going last.
Really?
Yeah. I just listen. Outside of Zach Sealer, not. I'm sorry. Yes, Zach Sealer, because I'm trying to see who else we got on that I trust. You know what? Outside of Zach Sealer, who's high, production wise, Jordan Phillips showed a bunch of promise. He showed a bunch of promise, but that's all it was. It have to be. It to me, it has to be. How you say it? Consistent. I can't just have one good year and I take away points for Tua having one great good year, and then I don't keep the same energy for Jordan Phillips and Zeke Biggers and those guys, even though they came on. But I'm looking at it from a standpoint of, okay, are we just judging them based off how bad they look, and then so since they improved, we giving them extra credit for it? And just because they improved from being horrible, going from horrible and improving for that, you could just go from horrible to bad. You get what I'm saying? Or you could just go for okay. They played okay. Like if you look at Kenneth Grant, he played okay. You know what I'm saying? He didn't go from playing bad and be like, okay, then at the end of the season, he was playing good. No, he had some okay plays. We even pointed out, be like, hey, you know what? That wasn't too bad. Oh, he held his own there, but it wasn't consistent every play. Like, okay, Kenneth Grant is now being that number 1 overall pick that we assume that that we hope that he is, because we drafted him in 13 overall. So from that standpoint, I'm looking at it as I'll have to put them last based off the production that they was giving us. And obviously, I'll stand to be corrected, and I hope I am. I'm wrong, but at the end of the day, right now they have to go last for me. They have to, because even Zach Sealer had a down year.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So I can't. In my other arguments, talk about how DJ Moore was terrible last year, and how Greg Wilson was injured, and the production that we got from them. And then when it comes to the Dolphins, I put my Homer hat on and be like, oh no, no. But from production wise, this D-line didn't give you nothing. And then we already know at the edge, you got Chop Robinson, right? Remember my stance when we covered the D-lineman. You can put all of their outside of Zach Sealer and Chop Robinson, who barely made it with 10, put the rest of our edge rushers and our D-linemen. Forget about that. None of them in their entire career add up to double-digit sacks. None of them. So I got to go based off the production that we seen and say, nah, the Miami Dolphins, you got to fall to last until otherwise, until they show me otherwise. So, yeah, I'll keep Buffalo, New England Dolphins, and then New England Jets and then Dolphins. That's how mine's are. Hey, what's the D tackle for Buffalo? He had number 94. I keep forgetting his name. They lost him, didn't they?
Yeah, I think they did lose him. Yep. Damn, what's that kid's name? Oh man.
Oh my God, Daquan Jones. They lost Daquan Jones, huh?
Daquan Jones. That's who.
Yeah. Okay, but I still will put them, number 1 overall when it comes from a defensive standpoint. They added Bradley Chubb.
Absolutely. Yeah.
They added Bradley Chubb. So we'll see. But yeah, so that's mine. Sorry, Lou, I couldn't. I wasn't going to agree with you. Dolphins got to go last.
Okay. Yeah.
So you had Buffalo,
Patriots, Jets, Dolphins. Yeah.
And Lou, you had.
Can I say something before you finish? I would say this. You know what? Because we probably gonna answer that later. Go ahead.
Go ahead, please.
No. Because I'm gonna ask that after everybody give their takes.
Okay. And Lou, you had Buffalo, Jets, Patriots, right?
I had Buffalo, Patriots, Dolphins, Jets.
So y'all just switched the Dolphins.
The Dolphins and the Jets. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Hold on.
No problem. Okay. For me, I would have to agree with Tone, just simply off the fact that we don't know if we have the ability to get to the quarterback and get sacks. Chop, Mr. Almost get there. respectfully, to Tone's point, when you combine the other guys, even the ones that we brought in, they're not, the production is not there. The production is not there. And if you want to be a top defensive line, you have to be able to get pressure, get sacks, so that your defensive coordinator are not using extra bodies in the linebackers or the nickel trying to get to the quarterback because you can't get the job done, because you can't get there. Now, it is nice to be able to throw that wrinkle in every now and then, but when it becomes to where you're so reliable on it, you are now handicapping your secondary because you can't get your job done. You can't get it done. So I would have to then lean more to Tony's side. But Lou, I understood and I really appreciated your points about why you did have the Dolphins third. But just for me, I do like our interior, right? Like, we do love it. We do love their ability against the run. But when it's, third down and you know that you don't have the ability to get off the field, it's very difficult to go with our defensive line. I think that Tone, you had a question you wanted to ask us.
Yeah, because I was gonna say as a totality though, I would say that Patriots defense played better than, if I say I had to rate them, that Patriots defense played better than Buffalo as a unit.
Yeah,
right. I just wanted to add that caveat in. Just because you have the individual, you might have the advantage on the individual units, but as collectively, no, that Patriot defense, they fly around the ball and it all works well together. I want to address something right here. We don't get in the chat often. So my good brother Mike Best, y'all don't have to be harder on the Dolphins, Pauls, just to prove you're not homers. I don't. The difference is, Mike Best, you are a homer. So you grade the Dolphins back on a curve. Over here, we just have to be honest with it. So we, at the end of the day, we have to say, looking on the putting on the field, on the production, there is no other. Let's just say D-line. There is no other unit from the Jets to the Patriots to the Buffalo Bills that you can combine. Listen to what I'm telling you. Combine their career, and they don't even get double-digit sacks. That's how
bad.
deep is the line.
That's bad.
That's over their career. Some of these guys been in the league for 5-6 years. You get what I'm saying? So, no, that's the problem. We're not here to pump up the Dolphins fans. I mean, players. We're here to give an honest assessment of the fans. You said something earlier that I wanted to address as well about how come the Dolphins draft picks are not going to be good, but when Lou would talk about D'Angelo Ponds, we're going based off what we see on the film. Right. So when you turn on the film and you watch D'Angelo Ponds, you're not going to tell me that he wasn't more productive than Chris Johnson and in the Big Ten as opposed to being in the Mountain West Conference. We have to be honest over here. Just because we drafted Chris Johnson in the first round doesn't mean he's better than D'Angelo Ponds. We use this every single time. It's the same thing as last year. Malachi Starks went first round, but me and Lou was telling everyone that Nick Emmanwori was the better player. So this season, who would you rather have on your team at safety? Malachi Starks, the one that went first round, or Nick Emmanwori that went in the second round? It's a no-brainer. Nick Emmanwori is a generational talent. Oh so remember that when you try to criticize it, we just been honest. You get what I'm saying? I get it. You have Lino in there. If we was in there saying I was delusional because how much credit I was giving the Dolphins. So it's not like I'm only bashing on the Dolphins. But when we get to the units, that's just not as good as the other teams. We got to be honest. That's all I'm saying.
I find it ironic that, when we talked about the offensive side of the ball, we didn't get, this from Mike. But as soon as we try to be honest about the defense and keeping the same energy, now we're bashing players. No, we don't bash anyone. We just tell it like it is, like respectfully. And where you're drafted at, there's a lot of things that go into that. But if you want me to release a video on first round picks versus later round picks and who had better careers, there's a reason why bust typically come in the first round. In comparison, and who cares?
No.
But he didn't.
He's wrong.
Pons went in the second.
Like
he went in the second.
That's 8.
That's your emotion showing. 15. That's your emotion showing, Mike Best. D'Angelo Pons went 50th overall.
Yeah, he was in the second round.
That's a second round pick, my brother.
Mid, not lower.
No, he said lower than the second.
Yes, I said that's not lower. Yeah.
Yeah, So, but go ahead.
But yeah, it's okay. We're just gonna pretend like every high pick is always the correct pick in comparison to their counterparts who were lower picks. I'm really glad. Who was it? The dude, 3rd overall.
For us?
Yeah.
Deion Jordan?
Deion Jordan. I was thinking Sims, and I knew it wasn't Sims. I didn't want to say.
Yeah, Deion Jordan. Yeah.
I'm glad he went so high and he just worked out for us. Like I literally have his
Charles Harris.
Like, do you really
remember
want
Charles
to
Harris?
do this? Like respectfully, like you don't. Like,
Noah Iguanati.
You don't. This is that was
Tua Tagovailoa.
Don't. Hey.
Look at this.
Look at it, Tom. Look at it, Tom. Look.
Hey, you know what, Vicinity? I'll say this because you brought up a point with the offense, but no, let's just stick to the defense. He had no issue when Kyle Lewis, Jacob Rodriguez, pumping up our rookies to say that our linebacker unit is better than the Buffalo linebacker with proven guys, a bunch of proven guys over there with top 10 defenses. We gave Luke came around and added in a couple guys. You get what I'm saying? And Fitzgerald agreed with that linebacker core and say, nah, with the guys we brought in, Kyle Lewis was a 5th round draft pick, sir. But we look at him as, nah, that talent is not 5th round draft pick.
1,000%.
So we got to be honest. But go ahead. Hey, listen, 24 y'all still in the building. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. And help the team get to 1,000. I had to catch that real quick, Fitzgerald.
No, you good, Lou. You got Mike. It's all love. Welcome back, because we seeing that Mike Best comes out during the season. Like you getting ready.
He back.
You ready for training camp?
He in mid-season form.
He's back.
Best in mid-season form.
All respect, Mike. Like it's nothing but love. So overall, Tone, how would you rank? Yeah. How would you rank the defenses in totality in the AFC?
Oh, I did it. Yeah. So you got Patriots, Buffalo, Dolphins, then Jets. I'm gonna put us in at the 3rd. I'm gonna put us 3rd.
Lou?
Did we lose Lou?
Might have.
I know.
No. Actually, I was talking and muted. That's crazy.
Okay.
So, man. Yeah, the Dolphins are coming last in the division. The Dolphins ain't winning that many games. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I got the Bills gonna be number 1. If the Jets had a better quarterback, I would put them 2nd. Because I do think the Patriots are gonna take a step back. For the
okay.
No, go ahead, Tom. What were you gonna say?
No, go ahead. I just caught on to what I'll finish. I'll say it when you finish.
Outside of Geno Smith, and then you brought it up, Tone, that there's backup quarterbacks, they virtually have nothing. But if the Jets had anything, for instance, right? Everybody's high on Malik Willis. If Malik Willis went to the Jets, I would put them 2nd in the division, because I think top to bottom, like roster wise, I think the Jets have a pretty good roster, and I think they, their new general manager that they brought in. Yeah. He's done a pretty good job. And next year they got multiple 1st-round picks. I believe it's 3 of them.
3.
I think it's 2 2nd-round picks. They got like 5 picks in the top 100. I think they are building something there, and they can get on the right track. But this season, I say Bills, Patriots, I think if they take a step back, they're not going to win 14 games like they did last year, but I put them second. I got the Jets going third and the Dolphins going fourth. That's how I see the division.
Okay.
I guess it's on me now. Yeah, I have Patriots. Then I have the Bills. Then I have the team that will not be named, and then I have the Dolphins.
I was about to say, Vincent, all that stuff Tone was just talking about, and Tone's Mike Best.
So let me get this right. Let me
Tone. You took your headphones. Hey, Tone, you took
Tone. It starts in the trenches. And we ain't got no trenches.
Hey, Tone, you took your headphones off. You took your headphones off, Tone. So I want you to hear what I said. All that stuff you were talking about Mike Best, and you got them being third. You're Mike Best. You're Mike Best on this show.
So you telling me both of y'all picked the Jets?
You heard what she said.
Better than the Jets.
You heard what
I'm never coming back from this.
You said we wasn't supposed to be no homers. Did you not say that?
Oh my God!
I didn't say their name.
I thought that's what we were trying to do. I thought we were supposed to be telling the truth. I thought we were telling the truth over here.
I did not say their name.
I thought we were supposed to be telling the truth over here. That's what you just told.
Honestly, you know what? And truthfully speaking, I can't believe both of y'all said that. Truthfully speaking, I cannot believe y'all said the Jets. Oh my God. Okay. You know what? Y'all got it. Go ahead, man. The Jets. We talk about the Jets. Oh gosh. Go ahead, man. You know what? Y'all listen, y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I don't know. I'm speechless. I can't believe it.
So I have a question. Are you saying that you picked the Dolphins solely because you're a Dolphins fan and you hate the Jets?
No, I picked the Dolphins solely because the Jets have yet to show you, I don't care how many draft picks they get, how they look on paper, that they're not going to be better than fourth in the division. And when the last time the Jets finished above us in the division?
We said defense. We wasn't talking like the whole team.
No, I was talking the whole team.
You remember Fitzgerald when I raised my hand? Hold on. Remember when I raised? That's what I was talking about. I noticed Lou was saying the whole team, and I thought you said defense. But okay, so we was on the same page. Go ahead, Fitzgerald. That's where the confusion was coming from me, because I heard Lou say the full team, and I was like, hold on, I'm going, because even though my ranking still was going to stay the same, I was going to say I was answering for defense, but it just so happened to fall in line because I do think the Patriots still going to finish number one. The Buffalo going to be 2, the Dolphins, and then the Jets. So that's why, but yeah, he said the whole entirety of the team.
Lou, you tripping. Yeah, Lou, you tripping. I'm sorry. Yeah, you
listen, y'all can sit here.
I would never, no.
All you're telling me up here now is that you got 2 Mike Best instead of 1. The fact of the matter is,
I thought I was going to have to quit the show. I was like, I can't be up here with 2
I hate the Jets. I hate the Jets, Bills. I hate the Jets, Bills, and Patriots just like everybody else. The Dolphins are the worst team in this division.
No, they're not. No, they're not. The Jets are going to be the worst team in the division until further notice.
Listen. It's going to be close. It's going to be close for who's the worst team in this division. I mean, I have us at 4 wins, so I can't sit here and pretend like I don't have us beat.
You don't think the Jets are getting more than 4 wins?
1.5.
Who do they play?
They virtually play our schedule. They play the same teams we do.
Hold on 1 second.
Listen, while Finsanity's looking at that, we're 2 hours and 19 minutes in. I'm sure this show is about to be ending here soon. Yes, I'm going to give my final thoughts while Finsanity's looking at the Jet schedule. Tone, Finsanity, if you don't mind. I'll say this. I am so proud of this damn channel, right? Because a lot of people did not do, in my absence, what you and Finsanity did, Tone. breaking down position by position. Every episode, it was a different position after position after position. Tone, we were backstage for a little bit. You brought up a guy that might be doing the same thing that this channel was doing over here, right? You know what no one has did in the community so far, Tone, Finsanity? Did what we just did tonight. Highlight the division. Break down team by team, position by position as well. So my final thoughts is salute to the 18 people that are here. Salute to everybody that has came around. Salute to everybody that will watch this video at a later time. You're not getting this content nowhere else in the community, though. Conversations like this and the way we break down things and evaluate things, and nobody else is doing it. You might see people do it now after, but the originators are here at the Blitz Pickup. And salute to you, Tone, Insanity, myself as well, for being not followers, but trying to be leaders in the game and talk about tough topics and things that a lot of people are not willing to talk on. That's my final thought.
My good brother Paul, Devon Achan. Why were we even asking that question, Paul? Devon Achan, my good brother.
Yeah, the Jets. I don't have them winning over 4 games either.
And I would say, this Vicinity and Lou, I appreciate both of y'all for being here, and I appreciate all our listeners and our subscribers. Hey, listen, when everyone else was struggling to find content, we told y'all we were gonna be consistent, and I don't think you're gonna find another YouTube channel that was consistently stuck to their schedule like the Blitz Pickup did throughout the off season or not. So we appreciate y'all, and we noticed the growth this year 2 going into year 3, and here we go. What you say about my Jets? They're gonna be last in the division, Jersey Jet. They're gonna finish until further notice. They gotta win.
Well,
now you know from Jersey, like what?
You know what? Now that there's a Jet fan here, yeah, the Jets are finishing last. Yeah, you're damn right.
Oh, now you should. Yeah. Oh, now.
Well, nah. Hey, listen, I'm willing to argue with y'all, but you think I'm gonna let a Jet fan come in here and talk? No, y'all are trash, homie. Y'all are trash.
Look what he said. He said he had the Dolphins special team rating number 1. Did she think the Finch punter would be the MVP? They don't forget.
I said, first of all, I never said he was gonna be the MVP. I never said MVP.
Team MVP, yeah, you did. You said team MVP.
No. It was impactful.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, you're right.
Impactful.
It's impactful. Yeah.
It was impactful. Yeah. Yes. But no.
Get your closing thoughts, Miss Sandy.
You know what? That's great. That's a crazy pull.
Shout out to Cookie Monster for remembering, boy.
But I love that because it's like, wait, what? Like that was so many shows ago. Like the chat never forgets. You know what's gonna be crazy though? When we put in the ball and y'all come back and I'm gonna just be sitting here chilling.
That is a fact, Mudbone. New York don't even want the Jets.
You know what's crazy? And we're 2 hours and now 23 minutes into the show, so we can't do it. But I would have loved to hear who has the best front office in the division. But I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm not even gonna bring it up.
Hey.
I ain't even gonna bring it up.
Are you saying there's a reason why Tony kept that off, Lou?
Hey, for saying that boy, I told you that boy good. that boy good. I'm telling you now, that boy is good.
Tony, you gotta rank him real quick. We got
shout out to all y'all for coming through. It's 20 of y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe. Make sure y'all help us grow to get to that 1,000 subscribers, man. You know what I'm saying? Anything before we get up out of here. Anything else for Saturday before Lou closes out?
Tone, what day do our rookies report?
The 17th, I believe. I mean, not 17th. 21st, isn't it? Wednesday, I think. They report Wednesday. Whatever Wednesday is it 21st?
Okay.
But our rookie report Wednesday, so most likely that's the 22nd. So most likely we will be Monday episode. We'll probably be seeing what we looking forward to going into with the rookies. Training camp is upon us. You hear me? I want, huh?
It was my
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. You asked no question. I
you
took off. You know what? You right. It's been beef today all day. First of all, it's been up between me and you anyway. So I don't even know. You feel me?
It's always up. Tone is always up. But listen, we have one more show until training camp officially starts for us. Thank you guys for going through this off season with us so far. It's only going to get better. As you know, Tone will be at all the practices, all the training camp practices, even the fan club, or sorry, the
members only.
Members only. Thank you, Tone. I appreciate that. See, it's up, but you still got my back at times. The members only. So that content will be coming. And guys, listen, if you haven't been with us on the previous years, we do not give you that fluff that is going to get tweeted out. We are only going to tell you what really happened and what we truly see. And those are going to be coming from somebody's eyes that are also there. So don't think we just about to, come and regurgitate whatever gets tweeted out. No. We're going to talk about it and we're going to break it down for you guys, what we're seeing, the matchups. We're going to get into that next show. But thank you all for, rocking out with us. It has been fun. I know this roster even better. And listen, the 53 man be 53ing, if you know what I mean. It'd be pretty darn accurate.
Coming up.
As you go through this journey with us, we will release our 53 man roster and we will, compare it before it gets released. So welcome, to the Blitz Pickup. Make sure you drop.
Listen. Just make sure you subscribe and you can hate every time you get over here, my brother. Tell us we suck every time you get here, but hit that like and subscribe button.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, we appreciate you. Everyone that stopped by.
I'm done. You have the floor now.
I just wanted to, take away your shine since it's beef today.
I be blowing too much for you to take away my time, but go ahead.
That's a fact. All right. Hey, Lou, you want to get us up out of here?
Yeah. Listen, as y'all heard, training camp.
Wait, hold on. Sorry, Lou. Did we end the poll?
Oh, I'm sorry. See. Oh, okay. So I want to say, give it 2 seconds to load up. I should have been did that. Where is it? It needs to. Oh, there we go. Boom. So 40% said the Patriots, 27% said the Bills, 20% said the Dolphins, and 13% said the Jets. So the chat never fails.
Oh, so they got it my way. All right, shout out. Okay, bet.
I'm glad you brought up that they got it your way.
Shout out to hey.
Like I said, I could tell you, or I could show you better than I could tell you. Best channel on YouTube. Shout out to the Minions. That's why they got it your way. Because the Minions come over here. Yeah, you damn right. But listen, we appreciate.
Hey, Minions. Listen, I appreciate you, my brother.
Listen,
sister, I'm sorry.
We appreciate Minions over here, Jet fans, Bill fans, Patriot fans. We appreciate everybody over here. As like Tone and Finsanity were telling you, Wednesday the Dolphins, I believe, report to training camp. Football is upon us. This channel will not miss a beat. Now, I know I've been gone. I might be gone all next week too. You might see me, but I'm going on vacation. So Tone and Finsanity are probably going to be carrying this thing as well. But with that being said, listen, you know who I am. You know who my sister is. She's the one that gave Tone the business today. And you know who my brother is, Tone. Until we see y'all Monday for the next installment of the Blitz Pickup, this was the Friday episode of the Blitz Pickup. AFC East division style, breaking it down.
Man, I'm so sorry because I forgot. Lou, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Sunday, we wrap up football, the World Cup.
Yeah.
Who you guys got? I'm sorry to interrupt for this, but I wanted to ask in the beginning, but I forgot.
I'm rooting for Messi because he's the GOAT. But if I got to be honest, I think Spain is just a better overall team. That defense is something different, and I don't think they're going to be afraid of sit back and they're going to attack Messi like they did everyone else. And I think that might be the difference. Argentina cannot afford to go down 1 or 2-0 against the Spain and think they're going to create that miracle comeback. But this type of stage where legends are made. When it looked like he faced with adversity and it looked like it's impossible. If Messi pulled this off, without question, I will say this. They was asked the question, is he the GOAT of all GOATs? Like that's all over the sports. And I didn't like the fact that they took out certain rules and regulations, and no one mentioned my girl Serena Williams. If you want to talk about based on their criteria, I seen it on ESPN, then Serena Williams should have been the GOAT of all GOATs in any category. Because you said it was, you had to be 90%, at least 90%. That's why they said, they were debating whether it was Messi or Ronaldo. Well, he said he thought it was 90% Messi over Ronaldo, even though they're Ronaldo fans. But he took away Jordan out of the conversation because he said it was basically a lot of people, more than, I guess, 10% feel like LeBron James is the GOAT. You get what I'm saying? He took Muhammad Ali out of the conversation because he said he didn't think it was 90% because you had what's his name? You got Tyson and Floyd Mayweather. You get what I'm saying? He took Tom Brady out of the GOAT. So based on his criteria, based on what I'm saying is, the only one that fit that criteria without any questions is Serena Williams. Who had the question that she's the greatest female athlete of all time? There is no question. So that was the only true answer to compete whether if Messi win, who can be the GOAT or all GOATs. Because he even took out, they said Usain Bolt. And I'm like, what's his name? Carl Lewis? Do we forget about Carl? See, old school. What you mean? Usain Bolt. And Carl Lewis did in multiple. You get different events. Like, come on. So I just wanted to point that out. Let's not forget, because he said, this take away all of the male tennis guys because Roger Federer, Rafa Nadal, and whoever. You get what I'm saying? But you completely forgot. You ain't mentioned nothing about female tennis. Because that's the only one that's without question. No. I'm over here to tell you, if you want to put that caveat, which that's not my caveat. I still think Jordan is the GOAT of all GOATs. But you get what I'm saying? If you go put that caveat in, then hands down, it's Serena Williams. There is no other debate. There is no Agassi, under Agassi. There is no other debate. But I just wanted to end it off that part what I saw, because that was on ESPN, and I think we have to stop leaving out Serena in a lot of these GOAT conversations, because, hey, she dominated her sport more than any athlete in any sport. But go ahead. You can end it off, Lou. My bad. I mean, not my bad, but I had to get that spill off.
No, you can get it. I'm glad you got all that off. I would agree with you about Serena Williams. We're about to end the show. I'll answer Insanity's question. I got Spain on Sunday. Everybody knows I'm a big Barcelona fan, and the best player for Spain plays for Barcelona. So
Lou?
Yeah. What happened, Tom?
Someone told me, or told everybody, do your homework.
Mm-hmm.
And I did. And I don't know why they told me to do my homework. Because the way Messi was dominating, maybe I'm missing something there. But when Messi was at Barcelona, that was complete domination.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Listen, I've been a Barcelona fan. I've been a Barcelona fan since day one, so I'm gonna ride with the Barcelona guy.
Who has the most?
When he was there, he played for them for 17 years and got 10. No, we were talking about Messi. It was based off Messi. You said do your homework where he was at Barcelona.
I'm saying Real Madrid.
Okay, as overall.
Barca. Yeah.
Oh, you said overall.
It's undeniable.
Oh, I'm going to get that clip. You said when Messi was there, go look it up.
Yeah, go look it up. Yeah.
But when Messi was there.
But don't let your homework stop. See, I wanted to see
10 out of 17.
Really delve deep into it.
Yeah. Barcelona, Real Madrid
who's
overall.
The better, but who's all-time better?
Overall, Real Madrid, without question, they got the most. They got, but I'm just saying, Messi
the Messi era was.
Messi was there for 17 years, and in 10 of them won 10 of them championships. So, yeah.
But still didn't catch up to us. But go ahead.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
Put a pause to it.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. With all that, we know where's real Spanish football.
Hey, Felicity, before we,
and it's in Madrid.
I want to ask you a real question about how do you feel about Mbappe? Because I'm
Yeah.
listen, I'm finding me a club team. I'm sorry right now. I can't wait till tomorrow to watch. I haven't watching this and learning this sport. I'm a fan. I'm sorry, right? But how you feel about? So I'll do my research, and I saw this clip of Mbappe, and it seemed like everywhere he go, he succeed, but the team doesn't.
Yeah.
So when he left PSG,
they won.
They won the 2 back to back.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's at Real Madrid, and y'all not winning. So, what do you think? He's going to be able to get over that, or you believe you looking into that? Because look at France, like y'all, he was there when they won, but he wasn't a factor when they won. What that was 2014. But the last two, when he's been the main guy, France got the last one, and they lost to Argentina, and then they lost this year, to Spain. So they're saying that he can't seem to win a big one when he go to the team. Are you concerned with that? That's an honest question, because I'm just.
Of course, I think we were in a space, and I said I wouldn't support Mbappe until he won something for us, because everything that we did. I mean, you weren't around when it was coming out that he was going to be going to Real Madrid, that he was trying to force his way out of what's the name. Not force his way out. Right? He was leaving PSG, which is in France. So he's leaving his home country, So that was a big deal and stuff like that. Yeah. So that's what Real Madrid, Barcelona, and all the top clubs do, right? I remember James Rodriguez. He put on for Colombia in one World Cup, and next thing you know, he's playing for Real Madrid, and he didn't necessarily live all the way up to what we wanted him to be because of what we saw in the success. But keeping it about Mbappe, yeah, absolutely. He's the type of person that can really get goals, can really flash. But to your point, the team success is always left wanting, and right now that is his claim to fame. And I think he does feel that pressure each and every single time he gets into these
Do they got a mute button in here? Crypto coming in. All right, okay, we're gonna get out of here. Go ahead.
But that Cucurella, that plays for Spain, the one that's really out there locking everybody up.
What about him? He from Real Madrid.
You know who he played for?
Well, I know the next. I know the next golden line, Lamine Yamal, played for Barcelona. I know the leading score. No, he don't play for Barcelona. He played for that other Real team. I don't know how to say the name. Real something dad. Yeah, something dad or something dad or something like that.
Sociedad, yeah.
Yeah, Sociedad, yeah.
Okay, we'll see. Good luck. Hey, good luck to you, Barca fans this year. Good luck. Lou?
Well, I'm still in. I'll probably just watch him just to enjoy it.
You should go.
Yeah.
I feel like you an EPL. I feel like you.
What is EPL?
English Premier League.
That's the one with Arsenal and
Tottenham.
Oh, okay. Okay. Liverpool and all them over there. Liverpool. Okay. Yeah. I know more about them teams over there. I'm just watching soccer. No, listen. The only reason I have favoritism to Barcelona because the only reason that I even paid attention to soccer was because of Ronaldinho. Like literally. That's the only person I ever knew in soccer. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you don't like that, huh? You don't like that. That boy is the truth. Stop playing.
Listen, one thing that I will always do is appreciate greatness. I never shy away from it, but the truth is it's always a la Madrid.
Shout out to you for standing tall for your team, for sure. I like that. Go ahead, Lou. Get us up out of here, man.
Yeah, listen, I'm a Barca fan. I've been a Barca fan. I rock with Barcelona. I got Spain on Sunday. I will say this before I do end the show. I don't like this participation trophy stuff. This is what like USA does. This third place game, as much as I've enjoyed the World Cup and this, that, and the third, I think this is I'm gonna enjoy the game watching it. This is the most meaningless game I think in the world. This game don't matter. You think Mbappe wants to play in this? You think Bellingham and Harry Kane?
Dembele.
These guys don't want to play. And bro, this is basically to send you back to your clubs as a loser. Is what this game is. You're a loser. Yeah. No one's going to care about the game on Saturday because the real game is on Sunday. And again, since I'm a Barca fan, shout out to Spain. I'll be rooting for Spain. With that being said, you know who I am. You know, for my sister, for my brother as well. They'll probably see you Monday. Hopefully, maybe I show up, but I'm going on vacation. With that being said, see y'all Monday.
Banger of a show.